Hello my loves, welcome to my channel Sun Love Stars and welcome to today's pick a card reading. For anybody who's new, my name is Cynthia and I do Future Spouse pick a card readings. Not only, I also do other pick a card readings, but people know me for my Future Spouse pick a card readings because I am here to guide you to your true love and your future spouse. I'm going to keep you company if you want to. I'm going to keep you company on your journey to meeting your true love and your future spouse, okay? So if you are interested in that, and in case you are new and you're interested in that, I do a lot of future spouse pick a card readings. I do them like at least every 2 weeks. I come up with a new future spouse pick a card reading again just to help you to find your way to your future spouse, or to help you feel connected to your future spouse, to help you to manifest them, okay? But I also do other pick a card readings, you know, that have nothing to do with love, even though love creeps in the readings. Okay, just to let anybody know who's new here. But yeah, today's pick a card reading is going to be about what you need to know about meeting your true love and your future spouse, okay? So this is very like, I sometimes like questions that are very open-end, so I don't know what the hell we're going to talk about, but we're asking your spirit guides, like, what do you need to know about meeting your true love and your future spouse? Maybe what is going to happen when you meet them, maybe what is going to happen before you meet them, signs that they're close, or something that you need to know about them as an individual so that you don't misunderstand them or misjudge them, something along those lines, okay? Yeah, so this reading is going to be about what you need to know about meeting your true love and your future spouse, okay? Now in the next step you can choose between 3 images. If you feel indecisive, go on Google, find a number generator and ask your spirit guides to guide you to the right pile. This reading is gonna have an extended, but again, I don't really know what we're gonna talk about. I'm just gonna go based off of the individual reading. But yeah, if you really enjoy the Future Spouse pick a card readings, I extend them on Patreon. There's so many extended pick a card readings that you can watch them back to back to back. So yeah, if you're interested in that, the link is down in the description box. Okay, but yeah, this reading is also gonna have an extended and you will find the link down there. So I would be super happy if you would leave a like or a comment or something along those lines, okay? Yeah, even if you don't know what you want to comment, but you want to kind of like send good energy to me, or kind of like thank my spirit guides for guiding you or something along those lines, okay? Or if you just want to show your appreciation, you can, you know what, I want to see yellow or orange hearts, because for some odd reason yellow and orange were never my colors, but I feel so drawn to them lately. So if you don't know anything to comment, or if you have nothing to say but you just want to say thank you Cynthia, you know, or were you just grateful for the reading or whatever, you would just want to send your thanks, you want to send good energy my way, okay, send me orange or yellow hearts, okay, in the comment section, because lately these colors have made me so happy. Like when I see the color yellow or orange, I get super happy. But back in the days, like my favorite color was pink. I'm super chatty today, but anyway, let me just talk. My favorite color has always been pink, and lately I don't like, I mean, I still like pink, but I'm not feeling it anymore. And I'm like, oh my God, this must be the end of an era for me as an individual, that I'm not into pink that much anymore, because I've been obsessed with pink ever since I was like young. And all of a sudden I feel drawn to all these other colors. And I'm like, dang, that is crazy. That's like it's like a shock to me, like, oh my God, I don't like pink anymore. It's like it's a huge thing. Anyway, I'm super chatty, so you guys already know what to do. Okay, choose your pile. I'm gonna see you in your reading, guys. Hello my lovely pile number 1, welcome to your reading, guys. For anybody who's new, first of all, to all my A1 day 1 people, or like my ride or die people, I love you guys. But yeah, for anybody who's new, This is a future spouse pick a card reading, okay? And if you are on a journey right now, because I am here to keep you company as you manifest your true love and your future spouse, okay? To feel connected to them before you even meet them physically, okay? Or just to help you on your journey to manifesting them, to meeting them, okay? So if you are on that journey right now to manifest your true love and your future spouse, and sometimes it's also about like certain lessons that we have to learn before we get into a relationship, right? So yeah, that's what I'm here for. So if you are on a journey right now to manifest your true love and your future spouse, I would be so happy to keep you company, meaning that I am posting, like, you can indulge in my future spouse content, but there's also new future spouse readings coming out at least every 2 weeks. Okay, I'm trying to be a little bit more consistent in the upcoming weeks. But yeah, if that sounds good to you, I would be happy to see you in the next future spouse reading. Kind of like a series if you think about it. Usually a lot of subscribers tell me that the pick a card readings, they are somehow connected like a puzzle. So yeah, this is just for the people that are new here. Welcome. Okay, so this is going to be a pick a card reading about what you need to know about meeting your true love and your future spouse. This is a very open-end question. I like to sometimes check in. You know, I do them once in a while where we just check in with what you need to know about meeting your future spouse, where you are on your journey, maybe where they are at, what is very significant for you to know before you meet them, while you are meeting them, what you need to know about them, what you need to know about the timing of the meeting. It could be all kinds of things. This is a very open-end question. We're just going to see what your spirit guides and your ancestors want you to know, okay, about meeting your true love and your future spouse. So, by the way, this reading is also going to have an extended. The link is down in the description box. And keep in mind that this is a general reading, so I pick up the energy of a lot of people, and then I sometimes also go into specific scenarios. Okay, and time is fluid. When you read cards, past, present, and future is very fluid. So for some of you guys, that could be describing the past or the present or the future. Okay, so it's going to be different for all of you guys. Anyway, but let me tap in. I'm going to show you the cards in a second. Okay, let's see what's going on here. So the first thing that your spirit guides and your ancestors want you to know, okay, is that you are about to have a dream or a vision of your future spouse, or maybe you already had a dream and a vision of your future spouse and you were not sure if it's just wishful thinking or if what you saw is really your future spouse. And your spirit guides want you to know you can trust the vision that you received, or you can trust the dream that you had. For others of you, you are about to have a dream or a vision of your future spouse, okay? So this could be happening in the upcoming days, okay, where you are about to have a dream or a vision of your future spouse, or kind of like maybe you have a question about your future spouse, or you have a question about the timing, or you have a question about something, and your spirit guides want you to know, pay attention to your dreams. You already received the answer to a question in a dream, or you are about to have a dream for a lot of you guys, because I got a timing card here. Okay, I don't want to talk too much about it because I feel like I'm not supposed to spoil everything here, to be honest with you. But yeah, you're definitely going to have like a dream in the upcoming days, or a vision, or something about where you are about to have like a, okay, listen, for others of you, because we also have the deja vu card here, so I would not be surprised if you tell me that the last couple of days have been feeling very mysterious, or you've had more deja vus than usual. But your spirit guides want you to know something about, I'm also picking up the energy here, the last deja vu that you had, or the next deja vu that you will have, is an indication that you're close to meeting your future spouse, or something about a deja vu, or something about where your spirit guides are telling you this is not a deja vu, or the reason why it is a deja vu is because you already had a vision of it. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so again, for some of you guys, I don't know if you dream a lot lately, or if you are about to dream a lot lately, or something about a deja vu here, something about where once before you meet your true love and your future spouse, you will have a lot of deja vus, kind of like daily or every 2 or 3 days, is what I'm picking up here. Or the next deja vu that you will have has something to do with your future spouse, or the last deja vu that you had has something to do with your future spouse, okay? Something like that is what I'm picking up here. I almost want to say until the end of July is like the next couple of days. Until the end of July is going to be very like mysterious, but it's almost as if your spirit guides are showing you something, or kind of like you're ready to see glimpses of who your future spouse is, or kind of like you are ready, or the time, I'm hearing the time is right for you to like find out something about your future spouse, or something about you can trust this vision that you've had. Okay, for others of you, your spirit guides are actually, because this card is a third eye card, because it says you will have a dream or a vision of your future spouse soon. For others of you, your spirit guides are telling me that you need to cleanse your third eye chakra. Okay, right now in this very moment, if you ask yourself, like, what do I need to do in order to manifest my true love and my future spouse, in order for me to get closer to them, in order for my manifestation, for my future spouse to come into my life, you need to cleanse your third eye chakra. Okay, because I almost want to say there could be some foggy energy around you, kind of like, maybe for others of you, you have been feeling like super confused lately, or kind of like maybe your energy is all over the place. You might notice that you drop a lot of stuff, or that you're very confused, or that you mix up dates, or you mix up time, or something like that, where you have been in a very confusing energy. And it's almost as if like your third eye could be clouded right now. I don't know what happened with the Three of Swords here, okay, but maybe you're not in the best mood as you're watching this, or you could be very confused, or maybe you just have a gloomy, sad day today, or you feel very emotional. Maybe you're PMSing. This is could also be something that I'm picking up. For some of you guys, it could be PMS energy, but for some of you guys, I feel like you could be very confused at this time, or you could be very like either sad, doom, gloom, very emotional, or just confused, or you notice like you have a lot more thoughts than usual. You are overthinking a lot more than usual. For others of you, I don't know if you've recently went through some type of heartbreak. And when I say heartbreak, it doesn't necessarily have to be like, you know, like a relationship. It could also be like you've been very heartbroken by a friend betraying you, or a family member betraying you. Kind of like where you've been very hurt by someone lately is what I'm picking up here, okay? Or someone's energy has been very confusing to you. Kind of like where someone's energy has been very confusing to you, or it has been like clouding your intuition. There's something going on with your spirit guides. Want you to know you meet your true love and your future spouse in a moment when your third eye is super, super strong. Okay, because your third eye right now could be a little bit like confused. I'm hearing confuzzled. I don't even know if that's a word, but if you would meet your true love and your future spouse right now, you would not see things clearly. You would not see the bigger picture clearly, or you would maybe misunderstand them because your brain is like overthinking, or your energy is like very like scattered. Okay, so maybe you have been asking your spirit guides like, why is my future spouse not in my life yet? Or why does it take so long for me to manifest them? Or again, you could just have like a bad day. Come on, guys, we all have bad days, okay? So if you feel bad, take your time, feel bad, okay? Don't suppress it. Okay, you are allowed to feel bad. I'm hearing it's okay not to be okay, so don't worry about it, okay? But what I'm picking up here is the next couple of days and weeks, your spirit guides really want you to focus on your third eye energy, your third eye chakra, because in order for you to see things clearly, or in order for you to even like notice or see that your future spouse is in front of you, or in order for you to, almost as if your third eye being clear, or your third eye being strong, is going to protect the connection, or is going to be the reason why you actually manifest. Yeah, it's almost this energy here of like your intuition is trying to guide you to your future spouse, but you are confused. That's the vibe that is coming through here. Your intuition, your soul already knows what to do and where to go, and when it's going to happen. Okay, I almost want to say you have a super strong third eye, but you also get confused very easily, or you get confused very easily by other people's energy, you know? So as much as you can like very easily pick up on like energies, or very easily pick up on telepathic communication, you can also very easily pick up on junk information, or like junk energy, or like unnecessary information is what I'm picking up here, okay? So your spirit guides want you to know you meet your true love in your future spouse when your third eye is super duper strong, okay? They could be, wow, yeah, I'm picking up that energy here. Your spirit guides, they're telling me the next couple of days and weeks is all about cleansing your chakras, okay? As I'm being brought to this one scene in Avatar, like the last airbender, where Aang has to open all his 7 chakras, okay? and he's like sitting there with a guru, and this guru is helping him to open all his chakras. Okay, so I think your spirit guides want you to watch this video. I'm gonna put it down in the description box. It's super duper cool, so check it out. Okay, but there's something about like your third eye chakra is clouded, or your third eye chakra. And when I say third eye chakra, it's just your intuition, kind of like where your intuition is like clouded, or you're not listening to your intuition, or you have been confused. Like there's a person around you and they confuse you with their energy, where you're not fully tapped into your intuition. Okay, and once you are fully tapped into your intuition, you will start to receive like visions, or you will start to kind of like know where to go and what to do, almost as if you effortlessly find your way to your future spouse, or they effortlessly find their way to you. But you have to follow your intuition here. There's something about your third eye. Okay, something about for some of you guys, you could have even noticed that you have a headache or whatever, or like you feel like pressure between your eyebrows. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. So what you need to know about meeting your true love and your future spouse is you meet your true love and your future spouse when your third eye chakra is as strong, the strongest it has ever been, or when your intuition, when you're so tapped into your intuition and you really feel like confident, or like calm, or you really feel like one with your intuition. Okay, there's something about you're gonna become one with your intuition before you become one with your future spouse. Okay, because I almost want to say like I don't know, maybe you didn't listen as much to your intuition lately, or you maybe have been very like how do you call it, very unsure if you can trust your third eye, if you can trust your intuition. Again, I don't know why. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. So when you gain your trust and your confidence back and your intuition, kind of, it's almost as if I feel like the next couple of days and weeks is all about how you realize like how there's like a GPS, or like how there's like a deep inner knowing in your soul that tells you go here, do this, do that. Because I feel like you could have lost faith in your own intuition, or you could have lost like almost as if you don't trust yourself to make decisions, or you don't trust yourself to, if you understand signs and synchronicities like properly. Okay, and I feel like it could have been because you are around a person. It's almost this energy here of like maybe you have been spending a lot of time with a person who does not follow their intuition, and if you spend too much time with people who don't follow their intuition, and it starts to rub off on you. Or maybe you have been with a person who is not connected to their third eye, so maybe it also disconnected you from your third eye. Yeah, there's something about a disconnect. You're not fully connected to your intuition at this time, or you're not fully connected to your third eye. The moment you are one with your intuition, the moment you are one with your third eye, almost as if you can see stuff when your eyes are closed, because third eye energy is all about seeing things even though your eyes are closed, right? That's why you see stuff in dreams, or kind of like where you have a deep inner knowing, I should drive there, and then you meet somebody there, right? So you already saw, or you already felt, I'm supposed to go there because I'm going to meet this person there, but you knew it with your eyes closed. That's what third eye energy is, okay? There's something about you need to be connected to your GPS, or your own inner knowing again, because you felt very disconnected from your own inner energy, like from your own intuition is what I'm picking up here. Okay, it could have been maybe because you've recently had a big fight with someone and it really like shook you to your core. I feel like something shook you to your core. I don't know what it is. For some of you guys, I don't know if you recently lost a job, because I'm seeing here, for some of you guys, I feel like you lost a job. For others of you, I'm hearing you had a bad trip. I don't know what that means. Okay. Yeah, something about you had a bad trip. I don't know if that means like you took something and you had a bad trip, or you had like a very bad vacation. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. For others of you, we have a rat here. So there has been a rat around. It says someone is working against you behind your back. For others of you, the reason why you feel so disconnected from your intuition is because you had a rat around you, or you have a rat around you, but I feel like it's in the past, to be honest with you, but I'm not sure. We're going to look at it, okay? Something I'm hearing, your spirit guides are telling you your intuition is guiding you to your future spouse. You just need to connect. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, and I feel like this is about to happen. Okay, where you realize, damn, I'm connected to my intuition again. Damn, I'm connected to my subconscious mind again. I'm connected to my spirit guides again. I'm connected to you. I don't know why, but you felt very disconnected from maybe even the universe, or you felt very disconnected from your spirit guides and your ancestors lately. Okay. Again, I'm not really sure why. For some of you guys, I feel like it is because of the loss of a job. Something shook you to your core. Just imagine kind of like where there's an energy that is shaking you to your core. Like just imagine literally where I'm shaking like a glass, you know, I'm shaking it. And then everything is not in place anymore. That's the energy that is surrounding you at this time. Okay. So yeah, this could be because of, I'm hearing a bad trip. I'm hearing a bad, like something about where you had like a very bad experience while traveling for some of you guys. Okay, for others of you, this could be because of a co-worker that has been like attacking you at work, or has been working against you behind your back at work. For others of you, this is about like a job, wait, the loss of a job. Okay. Or this could be because of kind of like where you are, you sometimes feel like you don't have time to meditate, or you don't have time to take a walk, or you don't have time to look at the stars, or you don't have time to, like, I don't know, talk to your spirit guides. See what I mean? Because of like maybe a very hectic job, and your spirit guides want you to know as soon as you come back. I'm hearing almost as if you come back to your nature. I'm hearing I'm back to being spiritual, because I feel like you could have like maybe disconnected a little bit from your spirituality. And I don't know if it's like if you made that decision consciously, okay, or if it's just like you, again, like a job was super demanding, or a job is really like, you know, you have a lot of pressure because of a job, or you recently lost a job and it shook you to your core. Kind of like where you feel like almost as if you have been in survival mode, or you have felt like very shaken, very like shaken by the events that were happening around you. Okay, and it's somewhat disconnected. You just imagine kind of like where someone is taking the plug out of like someone is taking the plug out. That's what I'm seeing here. You need to put the plug back in. Okay. This is interesting. I didn't know this reading would go in that direction. That's what your spirit guides want you to know. Almost as if you already know where to go, what to do. You already know who your future spouse is and what they look like. You already know everything, but you have to tap in. That's what I'm hearing, okay? That's why I think you will have a dream or a vision very soon, but it's because you are going to work on your third eye chakra. For example, if you ask me, Cynthia, how can I do this? You can listen to third eye meditation music. You can even journal. My third eye chakra is as strong as it has ever been. I'm connected to my intuition. It's almost as if before you manifest your true love and your future spouse, you manifest being one with your intuition again, or you manifest that you are deeply connected to your intuition, that you are deeply connected to your spirit guides, that you are deeply connected to faith, that you are deeply connected to your own intuition, your own inner knowing. You know, and manifesting that, you can do that very easily. Just take a journal out and write down, I'm deeply connected to my intuition. I know exactly where to go and what to do. Okay, that is going to manifest first before you meet your future spouse, because your intuition is going to lead you to your future spouse. If you're out of touch with your intuition, it's going to be like hard for you to find them or see them or notice them, or where you find your way to each other in this kind of, just imagine that's like a crowd of people. And I'm seeing like someone being blindfolded and they know where to walk. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here. So what your spirit guides are telling me, they want you to focus on manifesting strong intuition at this time. You're going to manifest a deep feeling. You're going to be super confident in your third eye and in your intuition and in your inner knowing before you meet your future spouse. Okay, that's what's going to happen first. So if you notice, them, I'm super connected, like for example, this connection where you start to notice that you are in alignment with your own intuition again, could be where you start to notice that you see a lot more signs and a lot more synchronicities than usual, because you are a lot more in alignment, see? Or something about, you're going to start noticing that you look at the clock at 1:01, 2:02, 3:03. That's how you know you are one with your intuition. Okay, because again, for some reason, I feel like you have been very disconnected, or you felt like shaken to the core by, maybe you found out a secret about somebody or something and it shook you to your core. That's what, I keep hearing it, it shook you to your core. Okay. Or maybe someone betrayed you, or someone did something behind your back and kind of like just imagine how it was like a shock to your body or how it was a shock to your heart. You know how some people, when I'm being brought to children who see something traumatic and then they shut down and don't talk anymore. That's the vibe that is coming through. That's the energy that I'm feeling in your aura, in your energy. Okay, even if you feel like I'm already over some type of trauma, there could still be some type of residue that you have not yet noticed because it's deeply hidden in your subconscious mind or in your dream state. Okay, this could be coming out when you are dreaming, where kind of like there's still some type of residue of pain is what I'm picking up here. Okay. For some of you guys, your spirit guides have been trying to guide you to a new job, because that's where you will meet your true love and your future spouse, because we have the card here, new job, twice. Okay. It says something important such as a new job or a raise with the bag. Okay, and then we also have the card here, pin, new job, career. So your spirit guides have been guiding you, or have been trying to guide you to a new job or a new career, because your new job or your new career could be connected to your true love and your future spouse, or you meeting them. Okay, or maybe you finding a new job is going to be better for your mental health, and when your mental health is better, your intuition is strong, and when your intuition is stronger, the faster you meet your future spouse or manifest them or whatever. See what I mean? That's the vibe that is coming through here. Okay, for some of you guys, we have the card here, March, and a meeting with a stranger. So I don't know, for some of you guys, you could be born in the month of March. Okay, you could know someone that is born in the month of March. It could have some type of connection. We're going to look at what this March energy here is about. Okay, or maybe your spirit guides want you to remember a dream or a vision that you had in the month of March that is somehow connected. It's connected to the next couple of days, or what is going to happen the next couple of days until the end of July is what I'm hearing. Okay, it says a meeting with a stranger could be important with the March card. For a few of you, you already met your true love and your future spouse in the month of March somehow, some way, but the connection didn't get off the ground. Not for everybody. Okay. For others of you, maybe you spending time with a person that is born in the month of March is somehow significant. Okay. I don't know why though. Something about your spirit guides are telling you something that happened in March, or a person in March is connected to how you will meet your true love and your future spouse, or you meeting your future spouse just in general. Okay. Let's see. Let's get a few more cards. Yeah, because I'm hearing group project, I'm hearing group, because we have the card here. Let me show you the cards a little bit here. Because we have the card here, Bachelorette with the Empress. And then we have the card here, group date. Okay. And then we have the card here, Paradise, which is the Sun card. Okay. Yeah, for some of you guys with the Six of Pentacles, you could have met your true love and your future spouse in the month of March, and you didn't notice it because you're confused, or because your intuition is like all confused or whatever. Okay, again, not for everybody. For others of you, maybe you're born in the month of March, or somehow a person in the month of March could be the middleman, because we have the group date card here, right? So there could be an energy where someone is going to come to you very soon and tell you, hey, I want to go on a date, like let's go on a group date together. Okay, and you going on this group date could be significant. Okay, someone, almost as if someone could be coupling you up, or someone could be matching you with your future spouse. Okay, this could be a person born in the month of March, or something about a group date is significant here. Okay. Let me get a few more cards for others of you. We also have the card here, you will be meeting your future spouse within the next few weeks and months. Okay, so your spirit guides want you to know you're going to meet them within the next few weeks, or within the next few months, which is like very shortly. Okay. But you know, the other thing that I'm hearing, I'm actually going to insert that picture right now. Okay, it's with Carrie Bradshaw, where she's like renovating her kitchen, and the caption says, I had to find a project for my mind not to obsess over something. So for some of you guys, I'm picking up a strong energy here. What you need to know about meeting your true love and your future spouse is that your true love and your future spouse is a very, very creative person. They have a lot of hobbies is what I'm picking up here, or your future spouse might have either a lot of friends or a lot of hobbies is what I'm picking up here. Okay, so your future spouse is doing a lot is what I'm picking up here. They could have 2 jobs, they could have 2 or 3 sources of income. So your future spouse is definitely a person who is very active. I feel the energy where your true love and your future spouse is a busy person, okay? Or maybe busy is not the right word. It's more this energy of like, if your spouse lives their life to the fullest, so they do a lot throughout the day. They might have like 2 or 3 hobbies that they classes that they go to. They have a lot of friends, they have different friend groups, they have like different projects that they work on, big projects, small projects, okay? So I'm picking up the energy here for some of you guys, and you're gonna know if that's your message or not, okay? For some of you guys, your spirit guides are telling me that before you meet your true love and your future spouse, you will find a new passion, or you will find a new passion project, or you will find a new hobby. And the reason for that is because it is very important for you to still have your own life when you meet your true love and your future spouse, because you could get frustrated when they tell you, hey, I'm at this course, I'm at this class, yeah, I'm just meeting with my friend here, I have to help them with something. Of course you can like join them, right? But maybe not all day every day. So it's almost this energy of like, if you have your own life and you have your own hobbies and you have your own passion projects that occupy you, you will not feel frustrated when your true love and your future spouse is telling you, hey, I'm working on a project right now, I have to focus, like, baby, let's talk in 2 or 3 hours, you know? And you're gonna be like, damn, you know, I wanted to spend time with you. Of course they're going to spend time with you, but I also feel like your future spouse is super passionate. They could be super passionate about like painting. They could be super passionate about, I don't know, like something. So their heart, they're going to love you, but they're also going to love their like passion projects, or they're also going to love their group projects. So a person who doesn't have their own life, or a person who doesn't have their own hobbies, they would get insecure very easily, or they would get like hurt very easily, or they would get like frustrated very easily. But if you have a passion project that you work on, if you have your own class, Pilates, whatever, to go to, if you have your own Zumba class that you go to, it's kind of like where you still are your own individual self and you still have your own life, even though you meet your true love and your future spouse, because your spirit guides are telling me your future spouse was in a relationship with a woman or with a man that made them feel bad for having hobbies, that made them feel bad for having friends, that made them feel bad for working on something, you know? And that's the reason why they're kind of like scared to get into another relationship, because they're scared that they have to choose between you and their passion project, they have to choose between you and their friends, they have to choose between you and their career, kind of like where this other person gave them like an ultimatum, but the only reason is because this person didn't have a life on their own. Like if you have a passion project yourself, if you have like a hobby yourself that you're super passionate about, you will understand that, you know, while you are in a relationship and you love your person, you also have so much love for your passion project. Like, do you know what I mean? And it's like nothing to be, you don't have to compete with another person's hobby, you don't have to compete with another person's like friend circle or whatever. Do you know what I mean? That's the vibe that is coming through here, something like that. For others of you, this could have been something that you went through, kind of like where you were in a relationship before and you felt like, again, if this person was an asshole, the mother effer was an asshole. Okay, I'm standing behind you on that. Okay, I got your back. But for others of you, there could have been an energy where you have been in a relationship before, and maybe this person also has been like a person, maybe they play soccer and then they play this and then they go here and then they go there. So they have like a lot of things that they work on, or a lot of hobbies that they have, you know? And that doesn't mean that they don't want to be in a relationship. It just means like they live life to the fullest. They're passionate about painting, about dancing, about this, about that. They have maybe multiple jobs or like multiple sources of income. So they have a lot of things to do, you know, and they want you to be part of their life. They're going to take you to, they might even invite you, hey, if you want to come, you can come, you know, like I'm painting today, you know, or hey, if you want to, you can join me, you know. Yeah, maybe there was an energy where in a past relationship you felt like very insecure about another person about a person not texting you back within 2 hours, you know, or you felt insecure, for some of you guys, not for all of you, okay? For some of you guys, you felt like insecure about a person not texting you back after 2 or 3 hours, or you felt insecure about if they are really doing what they say they're doing. Like if they talk about like, yeah, I'm going swimming, I'm going to the ocean to swim, I'm going surfing, I'm going diving or whatever, where you felt like you were sitting at home and you got frustrated because they were living their life and you were sitting there, and then you got mad at them, but you got mad at them for like something that they're passionate about, and something like kind of like where they have been like chasing their dreams, and you have been like maybe, you know, like sad about it or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Kind of like where you wanted more from this person that this person could give you. Again, if they have been breadcrumbing you, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about like where you knew it was not right for you to be mad at them, even when they take a course or a class and they don't respond for 2 or 3 hours. Like you knew consciously, I shouldn't be mad, but it triggered you, you know? And your spirit guides are telling you the lesson in this is that it is important for you to also fill up your own life with certain passion projects, with new friends and new hobbies and stuff like that, you know, so that when they are working on something, you are working on something too. And then when you're both not working on something, you come together. See what I mean? So that you're not thinking at home, are they cheating? Are they doing this? Are they doing that? No, you have your own life. You have your own things to do. Your mind is occupied. See where I'm coming from? That's the vibe that is coming through here. So for some of you guys, you will find a new hobby, or you might come back to an old hobby, and this is very significant in order for this connection with your true love and your future spouse to work, because again, your future spouse is a free spirit. They love to kind of like, they love to go swimming, they love to do this, they love to do that, you know, they love to like network with people, meet people. Even if it's not networking or meeting people, it could just mean like they work on 3 different projects at the same time, you know. And you could sometimes wonder like, why the hell, for example, they call you in the evening and you have a long conversation, but maybe throughout the day they're working on their projects. And again, someone who doesn't have their own life, or someone who doesn't have their own passion project, or someone who doesn't have like something outside of a connection is gonna feel triggered and is gonna feel frustrated, and even though you know it's not their fault. See what I mean? So for some of you guys, that's like very significant for you to find a hobby or like a passion project that you work on, or to keep this in mind, you know, not to get mad at them for having so many projects going, or to have so many like things going, or like where they invest so much energy and so much time and so much passion in certain things. But yeah, your future spouse is just, your future spouse could be a super creative soul, and they have to let their creativity out. So they let it out in different like things, you know, is what I'm picking up here. Or this could be an energy where you meet your true love and your future spouse right in the moment, or in a stage in their life when they work on a huge project, or one of their biggest projects ever. Okay, or maybe 3-part project at the same time. They could be very productive at the time when you are meeting them, or they could be in the energy. You know how sometimes you are super creative and you have to like, you put all your creativity in different art projects, and then other times you have like times where you're not that creative and you don't have that many ideas, you know. So when you are meeting them, they could be right in the middle of like being in the flow of like ideas and stuff like that, and working on stuff, you know. And again, they could be a little bit scared that you don't understand them, or that you make them feel bad for like certain passion projects, or certain like where they pour all their creativity into something, and it takes a lot of time and energy from them at this time. Okay, so yeah, this is very important for you, that you have your own life, and that you don't make them feel bad for like not texting back after 3 hours or whatever. They could be literally, just imagine they have like a creative download from the universe, and then they create stuff like for 3 hours listening to music and not texting back. They're not doing anything behind your back. They're just like in the flow. They're in the zone. See what I mean? To not interrupt their zone. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. Because then you're gonna scare them off, because that's what their last partner has done to them. Okay, their last partner made them ultimatum. Choose me or your friends. Choose me or your job. Choose me or this passion project or whatever. And this was not a fair ultimatum. This was only because the other person was bored and they wanted to spend 24/7 with your true love and your future spouse. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here. That's what your spirit guides want you to know. Okay, So this is all going to happen before you meet your true love and your future spouse. But let me get a few more cards here. What does pile number 1 need to know about meeting their true love and their future spouse? Ooh, we have your body positivity. Ooh, okay, that's interesting. One more. Pile number 1 need to know about meeting their true love and their future spouse. We have balance and unity. Yeah. Okay. So I have the card here, they daydream about you. So your true love and your future spouse, whether they are in your life right now or not, they daydream about you. So we're going to look at what their daydreams are, okay? We might do that in the extended. I might start here and then I'm going to extend this reading on Patreon, and we're really going to dive into what their daydreams are right now in this very moment when they think about you. This is the energy of like, when you meet your true love and your future spouse, you might think, damn, they don't think about me, they haven't texted me for like 3, 4, 5 hours or whatever. But again, it's because maybe they are like in their workflow, they are like creating something, they are like creating a freaking masterpiece behind the scenes, they're like working on their fashion project, they're like brand, there's something, you know. They could be like trying to build a house, they could be trying to learn how to build a house from scratch and stuff like that. See what I mean? And you might be thinking, oh damn, they don't think about me. They think about you all the time is what I'm hearing, okay? So even if they are like super busy, they think about you all the time. But again, it's kind of like they have a scar of giving so much of themselves in a relationship, and that they feel like so many years went by where they didn't follow their dreams, they didn't chase their dreams, they didn't accomplish what they wanted to accomplish. See what I mean? And as soon as they start to accomplish certain things and stuff like that, this energy of like being super focused on their creative project is gonna slow down, because maybe then the creative the energy inside of their body, they already poured all the energy of their body into the projects, and then it's going to cool off, and then they're going to have a lot of time for you. That's the vibe that is coming through here. Okay, let's see. They're going to work on stuff, and they're going to daydream while they're doing that. So they're going to daydream a lot about you. So if they don't text you back like super duper fast, or again, it could be like a pet peeve of yours or something like that. Maybe they prefer to talk to you by the end of the day instead of texting you, you know, like every 2 minutes or whatever, because it takes them out of the flow. Your future spouse could be a person that is not good at multitasking, so when they focus on something, they focus on something, and when they get interrupted, it's like their brain, it doesn't work with their brain. Maybe they're also neurodivergent, or they have neurodivergent tendencies where their brain doesn't function like normal people's brain. See where I'm coming from? So their focus cannot be interrupted in that moment, is what I'm picking up here. I feel like that's something that you need to know about your true love and your future spouse, but it could also be a pet peeve of yours. But it could be because, again, there is a passion project, there is like a class, there is a course that is going to make you super duper happy, that is really going to fulfill you and make you feel like super good about yourself, maybe even really good about your body. So instead of being mad at them for not texting back, find something that is filling you up with joy throughout the day, you know, a project, where you come up with like with something, okay, that occupies your mind, okay, because this could be something that you would be fighting over a lot, or this could be something that they're gonna be scared that you do the same thing to them as like a partner in the past has done to them, is what I'm picking up here. Okay, let's get a few more cards. This pile number 1 need to know about meeting their true love and their future spouse. Again, we're also going to look at what they daydream about. So right now, in this very moment, your future spouse is daydreaming about you. Okay, they're like, no, I need to get this done. Like, they could already be daydreaming. I feel like they're very focused on their career right now, because it says they want to make more money before they come to you. So they could be super focused on their career right now, but they're daydreaming at work. They're daydreaming like all the time. Like, oh my God, I cannot wait to meet the one, be in a relationship and stuff like that. Okay, so yeah, we're going to look at what their daydreams are at this time. Let's get a few more cards here. Yeah, for others of you, you could be meeting your true love and your future spouse in a group date, or They could be asking you out on a group date because they're a little bit like insecure or whatever, so they want to go on a group date with you, like you and then your friend and then their friend and stuff like that. Okay, this could be like a sign that your future spouse is around you because they're going to ask for a group date, or maybe some type of group date is significant when it comes to you meeting your true love and your future spouse. Okay, or someone is going to tell you, hey, I want to go on a date with this guy and he asked me if I have a girlfriend, because they're his boyfriend, his guy friend, or his mate, his whatever, his brother his, you know, wants to go on a double date or something like that. Okay, this could also be somehow significant, okay, for some of you guys. Let's get a few more cards. Yeah, we have the Sun card here. Yeah, I'm seeing it. Okay, let's get a few more cards. Does pile number 1 need to know about meeting their true love and their future spouse? Oh my god, I told you, it says free spirit. Okay, I knew it. Let's see, let's get a few more cards. Someone here, you also have been, I feel like, crying maybe today, or you have been crying a lot lately. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here. And your spirit guides want you to know you're going to be very happy when you meet your true love and your future spouse, but you're also going to find a lot of happiness and a lot of joy feeling connected to your intuition. And you're also going to find a lot of happiness and a lot of joy finding a new passion project. Okay, so your happiness is not only your future spouse, you're going to find happiness in all kinds of things. Okay, your future spouse is just the cherry on top. They're really going to make you happy, but there's so many other things that you can be excited about, that your spirit guides want you to be excited about. Okay, so I'm picking up here what is manifesting first before your future spouse. Could be like simultaneously even happening, is that you're going to be super passionate about a project or about a business idea, about a class or a course, about yeah, some type of passion project, okay, or a hobby. Okay, you're going to develop a new hobby. Okay, for others of you, there could also be a new friend that is coming into your life. Okay, and you're going to find a lot of happiness and a lot of joy getting to know this person, or building a relationship or like a friendship with them. Okay, and for others of you, you're going to find a lot of joy. And another thing that is going to happen is that you're going to feel like, oh my god, my intuition is through the roof. Like, I know stuff before it happens. Like, my intuition has never been this heightened as it is right now. That's how you know your future spouse is right around the mother corner. Okay, let's see. This pile number 1 need to know. Look at that, the optimist. Yeah, for some of you guys, you could have become very pessimistic, but you spent too much time with a pessimist. You spent too much time with a person that is super pessimistic about life. So it's about you claiming back your optimism. Okay, to keep it short and simple. Yeah, look at that. We have the first kiss here. So I do feel like your true love and your future spouse is fantasizing about kissing you. Okay, I've done a pick a card reading called Your First Kiss with Your True Love and Your Future Spouse. For some of you guys, your spirit guides want you to watch this pick a card reading if you have not watched it yet, or I don't know, there's something about a first kiss energy here. Huh, interesting. We're going to look at what that is about. So they could be, I think your future spouse is daydreaming about kissing you, to be honest with you. Okay, they could be daydreaming about your lips, what your lips taste like, or like they could be daydreaming about something about your lips. For some of you guys, oh my god, for some of you guys, you will have a dream or a vision soon of your first kiss with your true love and your future spouse. For some of you guys, you already had a dream, and in that dream you were kissing a man or a woman. And this man or this woman that you kissed in your dream was your future spouse, and it's going to happen exactly as it happened in that dream. For others of you, you are about to have this dream where you kiss your true love and your future spouse, okay? And your spirit guides want you to kind of like trust that. Because you might tell yourself, oh, it's just wishful thinking, it's never going to happen like that. Trust it, it's a vision. It is not wishful thinking, it is a vision of the future, okay? And for others of you, you already had that vision or that dream, but you forgot about it, and your spirit guides want you to remember it, okay? Let's see, though. So I'm going to read out these 2 cards. One is called Body Positivity. Okay. And then the other card is called Balance and Unity. U-N-I-T-Y, U-N-I-T-Y, that's a unity, U-N-I-T-Y. Who are you calling a bitch? Who U-N-I-T-Y? Okay, it says comfortable in your own skin, the love story. The lovers sat down to seek relief on a blistering hot day. Let's sit down under the parasol, away from the stinging hot rays of the sun for a while. No longer will the harsh gaze of the summer heat burn them. Here under this tree they are safe. And as they sought this place of refuge in a sometimes judgmental and harsh world, they found so much more than just shade. Here in this place they found self-acceptance, indulgence, joy, and inner beauty. They had created a safe space, or a safe refuge, where they were free to be naked and fearless, away from the gaze of the hot sun, away from the opinions and musings of others. They retreated within and found self-love, acceptance, and adoration. And then it says, make a list of all the things you love about your body, journal about your beauty, go into detail on what don't you like about your body, try to release that criticism, adopt a different point of view, adorn and lavish yourself with compliments, take a day to just love being you. Okay. And then the other card called Balance and Harmony says, there is me, there is you, and suddenly us. And this card says, she said yes. He offered her a pomegranate, but it was so much more, for this was a magical fruit filled with 1,000 ruby seeds of kind words and good deeds. Ever mindful of the way that energy would envelope and nourish every fiber of her being, he took a chance and offered her that gift. In her soul, she knew it to be true, and she accepted his love, and it grew. Balance was achieved. And all because she said yes. Oh, okay, so for some of you guys, there could be an energy of like, before you meet your true love and your future spouse, you would say yes to something that you usually would say no to. Not because you don't want it, but maybe insecurities would hold you back to say yes to it, or you usually would say no to it because you don't trust your intuition, or you would usually say no to it because you are insecure or fearful. So you're going to go through a transformation the next couple of days. I'm hearing the next 2 weeks are going to be intense, okay? And in this transformation, there is going to be a shift within you where you all of a sudden say yes to something. And that is the reason why you meet your true love and your future spouse. But the old version of you would say no. Again, because of insecurities or because of you not trusting your intuition. Okay. That's the vibe that is coming through here, guys. I want to get 1 or 2 more cards here before we go into like their daydreams, what your future spouse is daydreaming about right now. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, your spirit guides are telling me you're gonna go through a very intense transformation the next 2 weeks that has something to do with you meeting your future spouse. The next 2 weeks could be very like intense. Maybe you have a lot of intense dreams that you have to work through. Maybe you feel a lot of intense emotions. Okay, maybe you're going to find the bravery and the courage to overcome a fear the next 2 weeks is what I'm picking up here too, but the next 2 weeks are going to be intense. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, let's see. What does pile number 1 need to know about meeting their true love and their future spouse? It says this love will change your life. Okay. So meeting your true love and your future spouse is going to be intense. It's not just like, ooh, la-di-da-di-da, I just met the one. It's going to be very intense. I feel like it's going to really change your life, and I don't really know why. Okay. It might change even your view of the world. It might change what you want to do in your career. It's almost as if your future spouse is going to come with a big change, and you need to be prepared. So I feel like your spirit guides are preparing you for this big change the next 2 weeks. Like come the next 2 weeks are going to be very intense because of this big change here. Okay, this could be relocating, traveling abroad. This could be all kinds of things here. Okay, yeah, look at that. Didn't I talk about how I see you having a blindfold on and you still find your way? That's what I'm picking up here. Look at that energy. Okay. Yeah, I'm hearing poker face. I'm hearing poker face. I don't know why. Let's see, what does Pan number 1 need to know about meeting their true love in their future spouse? Okay. Your spirit guides want you to know that your future spouse could be a one need to know. See, we have supernatural and psychic. Okay. So I feel like the next 2 weeks could be a lot of supernatural energy around you because you are being prepared to meet your true love in your future spouse, okay? Is what I'm picking up here. Yeah, guys, I'm telling you, I pick up a strong energy here. You will notice a shift the next couple of days and weeks where you're gonna giggle more, you're gonna smile more, you're gonna dance more, you're gonna laugh more. But it is because you come back to your own nature. You have been spending too much time around a very pessimistic person. I don't know who this person is, okay? They have dream killer energy, okay? And I feel like the next 2 weeks you're coming back to your own nature. You're coming back to you being giggly and smiley, you being optimistic, okay? You having best case scenarios in your head, you doing something just because it feels right and not because it always has to have a logical reason. And you're going to start smiling and like giggling again, and you're gonna start to feel very passionate about life again, is what I'm picking up here, okay? And in this passion, in this joy lies the answer. You're gonna very effortlessly just stand in front of your future spouse. That's what I'm literally hearing, okay? Let's look a little bit at what they daydream about, okay? Let's look at what your future spouse daydreams about. I'm gonna tap into it a little bit, but we're gonna, you know, maybe also get some nasty cards. You know, maybe what their late night thoughts are, like what your future spouse's late night thoughts are. But let's see, what does pile number 1's future spouse daydream about when you think about pile number 1, spirit guides, ancestors? Oh, okay. They daydream about watching the sunset with you, okay? For some of you guys, you like to wear the color orange is what I'm seeing here, or you like to wear the color black a lot. So they could be like imagining you in they could be imagining you in the color black or in the color orange, or something about they imagine if this person is imagining like you like spending a perfect day, spending a perfect summer day with you is what I'm picking up here, okay? Something about where your future spouse is literally like daydreaming about like spending a day with you, like it's a super hot summer day, and kind of like they see the sun shining on your skin and you look glowy and stuff like that. Or they could be fantasizing about like you guys watching the sunset is what I'm picking up here, okay? Watching the sky, how the sky is turning orange is what I'm picking up here, okay? They could be fantasizing about, look at that, it says the little moments of magic, simplicity and contentment, okay? Yeah, something about where they fantasize about sitting with you in the sun, or like soaking up the sun with you, kind of like where you both sit in like sunshine, okay? They could be fantasizing about eating ice cream with you, or something like that is what I'm picking up. But there's something about like a hot summer day. Oh, they could also be fantasizing about like a hot summer love, like a summer love story or something like that, because something about hot, you know. They could be fantasizing about like when you're sweating and your body starts like looking shiny is what I'm picking up here too, okay? Maybe it turns them on, like I think if your spouse, they might get turned on when they see you sweating, because they like it when your body is like shiny, okay? They could be fantasizing about stuff like that, or they could be fantasizing about putting oil on your body is what I'm picking up here too, okay? But yeah, there's something going on with like a sunshine, something about laying in the sun, sitting in the sun, watching the sun set. Your spirit guides are here. What does pile number 1 future spouse fantasize about when I think about pile number 1? We have here, this time I want to surrender to love, patience. Yeah, they fantasize about laying on a meadow with you and, you know, like soaking up the sun, okay? They fantasize about how you are their +1 when it comes to kind of like a party or a gathering. This could be literally where there is about to be a party or a gathering, okay? And the way you guys are meeting might actually be where they ask you like, hey, I'm invited to this party or this gathering. So their fantasies that they don't attend a party or a gathering alone, they attend a party or a gathering with you, that you are their plus one. Maybe they always go to this gathering or this event on their own by themselves, and they feel like, oh my god, it would be so, I don't know, I would be so happy if I had a plus one next to me, you know. And it's actually going to be like how you guys are meeting. They're going to ask you like, hey, I'm invited to this gathering or whatever, to this barbecue, do you want to come? Could be one of your first dates. Oh my god, especially you're gonna know if this is true when you watch the first kiss pick a card reading. Or was it the first kiss? I'm not sure. Anyway, okay, because I talked about like someone being a plus one, okay, for the other person. Those pile number ones you just fantasize about when they fantasize about pile number one. Yeah, see, they fantasize about how they can share their passion with you, how they can, like, how you are. For example, they work on a painting and you're coming over and you don't mind watching them painting, that you're not, you know, like making them feel bad for working on the painting, where kind of like they fantasize about how they can be passionate about whatever they're doing but also have you, because they had to choose in the past. So they fantasize about, like, I don't know, for example, if they are an artist or like a musician. Let's say, for example, this person is a musician. They fantasize about how you come to them how you come with them to the studio and you just let them do their thing, but you're still with them. You might sit on their lap while they're writing their songs or while they're writing the, you know, the lyrics or whatever. Or they could be like fantasizing about you know, how they're working on a do-it-yourself project and you help them, or how you come over and you don't make them feel bad. It's kind of like you're okay with just being next to them, where they don't have to like perform all the time and they don't have to be like this perfect boyfriend or girlfriend all the time, where you're okay just being there with them, kind of like you don't mind, you know, like letting them finish the painting another 10 or 20 minutes, you know. Because again, I don't know, I feel like the person that they have been with was very demanding, like, look at me, when I'm here you're not painting, like the painting is not more important than me. Like this, whoever this person is that they have been, I think this person that they have been with a narcissist, where the world had to revolve around them. So it was an audacity for this other person that your future spouse would tell them, hey, I just want to finish my painting the next 10 minutes, you know. It was a whole fight about why they want to continue the painting even though like they are there, or something like that, okay? So yeah, they could be fantasizing about renovating with you, doing do-it-yourself projects, painting with you, building furniture with you, or kind of like where you are there with them as they work on their projects, okay? They could be fantasizing about eating pizza with you, kind of like ordering pizza while you guys are like working on something together, okay? Kind of like where instead of being the troublemaker, you are their muse or you are their peace, because I feel like they have been with a troublemaker or something like that. Okay, let's see, what does pile number one just was fantasize about? When they could also be asking you if you want to join them to go to a concert. So they could be like an upcoming concert, and they think about like, oh my god, wouldn't it be cool to be there with like my true love and my future spouse, or like wouldn't it be cool to be there with the love of my life, okay? So this could actually, but because they are fantasizing about it, it could be like one of your first dates, like a concert or like a gathering, a barbecue, a garden party, okay? Because they fantasize about it, so they manifest it. Does that make sense? Let's get one more card. What does pile number one supposed to fantasize about when they think about pile number one? It says, thank you for understanding me, I'm telling you. It says the story behind all that. Okay, so they fantasize about like how you understand them, because I feel like someone made them feel bad for who they are. Someone made them feel bad for being so creative, for being so passionate, for working on multiple projects, for having multiple jobs or whatever. And they just fantasize about like where you say to them like, I understand you, babe, like don't worry about it, or like I understand where you're coming from, or I'm not mad at you, okay? Because again, I think they have a trauma from a past relationship or whatever, or from a past lover that made them bad for who they really are, you know, where it's, yeah, where they feel like the last person made them feel like they have to choose between love or career, or that they have to choose between like their passion projects and love, or their friends and love. So they could be fantasizing about you saying, I understand you, babe, or like don't worry about it, or like I'm not mad at you, or like I totally understand you, I get you, you know. I got you. I got your back. They could be fantasizing about how you say stuff like that to them. Okay, pile number one. So, pile number one, we're going to go to the extended now, okay? And we're going to dive a little bit deeper into what they're fantasizing about. So if you are interested in that, if you want to know more, we might actually go, I'm going to get my sex oracle cards, I think. So let's maybe see what their like sexual fantasies are. I'm going to touch on it a little bit, but I want to do an extra, like a separate video on that. But I'm going to touch on it a little bit in the extended, okay? So pile number one, that's all I have for you guys. I hope you like this reading. I hope this helped you. I'm going to see you in my next one, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello, my lovely pile number two. Welcome to your reading, guys. I don't know why I'm talking like that. I'm just excited. Welcome to your reading, guys. Pile number two. So for anybody who's new, first of all, to anybody who has been here with me, my ride or dies, I love you guys, okay? But for anybody who's new, I'm here to help you manifest your true love in your future spouse, to find your way to your true love in your future spouse, to kind of like to keep your company on your journey to meet your true love in your future spouse. So if you feel like you need that right now, you are on that journey right now. There's a lot of future spouse pick a card readings on my page. And I usually do future spouse readings every like 2 weeks at least, you know, like every 2 weeks, just to keep you company on your journey to meeting them, okay? Or on your journey to growing into the woman or the man that you wish to be before you meet your true love and your future spouse, or something along those lines, okay? Just to let you guys know if you are on that journey right now, okay? But yeah, this pick a card reading is gonna be about what you need to know about meeting your true love and your future spouse. This could be what you need to know about like meeting them, what you need to know about them as an individual, what you need to know about the location that you meet at. It's a very open-end question, so whatever the heck comes out, and we're going to talk about it. So whatever you need to know prior to meeting them, or as you are meeting them, or something along those lines, okay? That's what we're going to look at today. Could be about how you're going to meet, when you're going to meet, who you're gonna meet before you meet them. So again, it's a very open-end question. I love open-end questions. So let me tap into the energy. I'm going to show you the cards in a second, okay? But I just want to tap in a little bit, and then we're going to talk about everything. This reading is also going to have an extended. I don't know what we're going to talk about. You will know by the end of this reading, because then we're going to look at, okay, let's look at that topic a little bit more closely, okay? All right, let's go. Okay, pile number two, what's going on? Let's see what's up. First of all, what you need to know about your true love and your future spouse. I don't know if you know about it yet, because for some of you guys, you have been watching future spouse readings for a while, or maybe you have your own cards where you have already like, you saw stuff about your future spouse, okay? Or if this is completely new information to you, okay? But we have here celebrity, high social status, public figure. So for a lot of you guys, also keep in mind this is a general reading, okay? So take what resonates and leave what doesn't, because I pick up, you know, I pick up the general energy, but I also pick up specifics that apply to specific people or to specific groups of people. So just take what resonates and leave what doesn't, okay? And if you want an extra confirmation, ask your spirit guides, like, what did you mean with that, or what did you mean with that? Because the answer that applies to you the most, you get it from your spirit guides and your ancestors anyway. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm talking about like general energy here, just to let you guys know, okay? And if I talk and whatever I'm describing sounds like you, even though I'm describing your future spouse, it means that they're very, very similar to you, that they're just the masculine or the feminine version of you, which is what my definition of twin flame is, where someone is your masculine or the feminine or the masculine version of you. That's like my definition in my head. So also when I say twin flame, that's what I actually mean. I'm not talking about like the runner chaser or type of vibe, or I don't know, this, I don't know, kind of like being apart for 20 years and then coming back together. I don't really know what to think about it, you know. But yeah, that's my definition of twin flame anyway. So let's talk about it. For a lot of you guys, pile number two, your true love and your future spouse could be a celebrity. And when I say celebrity, I'm probably not talking about an A-list celebrity, but I'm talking about a person that is very popular. Okay, so what you need to know about your true love and your future spouse, for some of you guys, I don't know if you are popular or if you have like a public platform, or if you are a person in the public eye, okay, or if you have like a high social status, okay, or if you are like somehow, if you have a following. Okay, for some of you guys, you have a following, you have a platform, maybe you work with celebrities, or you maybe work with people that are in the industry or whatever. Okay, or this might be a true love and your future spouse where they have a public platform. They might be on stage, they might somehow perform, is what I'm picking up here. Okay, so I don't know if it's you or if it's them or if it's the both of you. Okay, another thing that I also want to say is just keep in mind that tarot readings are very fluid, so I could be describing the past, present, or the future depending on different people, because different people are on different timelines. So for some people it's the past, for other people it's the future. Okay, just to let you guys know. Anyway, so your true love and your future spouse, if you have not yet known this about your future spouse, okay, I feel like they are somehow a public figure. So they might be well known, they might have a lot of followers on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Okay, they might be famous in town, a lot of people know about them. They might work in the entertainment industry, such as an event manager. They might be known for throwing events, throwing parties. They might be a famous DJ, or they could even be a famous author where everybody knows, oh, this person wrote that book. Okay, so whoever your future spouse is, they somehow are in the public eye, or a lot of people know them. This is not just like a person with a small circle of friends, or even if they are, there's still a lot of people that know them. There's a lot of people that watch them. Okay, they could literally be somehow on stage with a mic performing. Okay, or again, they could have a public platform where they talk to a big audience. So I feel like if your future spouse has an audience, or your future spouse has like yeah, they're somehow famous. They could be famous in town, they could be famous locally. I don't necessarily think they're famous globally, but it could be. Hey, who am I to judge? Okay, maybe someone here's really gonna end up with a celebrity, I don't know. Okay, they could be an upcoming, like how do you call it, artist, or an upcoming actor, actress. So this is definitely, if a celebrity would watch me, this is definitely the pile. Okay, anyway, so your future spouse has a lot of like has a lot of people that like them, that admire them. Okay, so they have a lot. I feel like if your spouse has fans, to be honest with you, if your spouse has fans, if your spouse has a lot of secret admirers, or if your spouse has people that want to be like them, so they could be a role model to a lot of people, is what I'm picking up here. Okay, or again, they could have a lot of like fans. Okay, they could have a lot of like guys or girls around them that fancy them. I don't even feel like that they're like, that people are like lusting after them. It's more like an admiration. It's more like I don't know, because to me this admiration here feels innocent. So it's not like they have a lot of like beaches around them, okay, or a lot of like thirsty dogs around them, or maybe they do, but I feel like more so this is kind of like an energy where people want to be like them, or people want to kind of like yeah, people want to be like your future spouse. Your future spouse is definitely like I don't know, people really look up to this person, okay, to your future spouse again. And the funny part is you're gonna be a little bit confused when you meet your true love and your future spouse, because when you get to know them, okay, listen, this is gonna be very, very funny. And I also want to say, if you are on my Patreon, okay, if someone here is watching me, like Paula did a next 7-day prediction, so if you're interested in that, the link is down in the description box. Okay, so you can watch the future spouse extended, but also the 7-day prediction. Okay, because there's a pile that is connected to this reading. Okay, so in the last pick a card reading on Patreon, it is a 7-day prediction. And for some of you guys, you might have chosen pile number 3, where it talked about taking your mask off, or someone is taking their mask off. Okay, and if you have not yet watched it, I would highly recommend for you to watch it, because it seems to be connected to those future spouse pick a card reading. Okay, now listen, I think you're gonna be a little bit confused, because you will feel like when you meet your true love in your future spouse, you will feel like this person is super confident, or they must be very confident. They don't have any stage fright. They can talk to a big audience. They don't, do you know what I mean? Where you will look at your future spouse like, damn, you know, they're so freaking confident. They can talk to a huge audience, or I don't know, they have a big platform, or they're famous in town, or they're popular. Everybody knows them. Kind of like where they are very good at talking to people, very good at networking. They might greet a lot of people. Like when you guys are outside, they might greet a lot of people because they always meet someone in town. Like it's never a day where they go out and they don't meet anybody. Okay, or again, a lot of people could know them, where maybe they don't know a lot of people, but a lot of people know about your future spouse. Okay, maybe something that they do is like a hot topic in town, you know. Maybe they opened a barber shop, you know, and everybody knows, oh, this guy opened a barber shop, and everybody goes there. And do you know what I mean? So it's going to be different for different people what this public platform, high social status means, but there's definitely a big audience that is admiring your true love and your future spouse. Okay, or again, I could also be talking about you in case you have a platform, a public platform. Okay, now the funny part is you're going to assume, this is about assumptions, okay? You're going to assume your future spouse is super confident, your future spouse has no problem talking or like charming women or talking to women, or you will feel like your future spouse is like, they're probably like super confident and stuff like that. And I feel like you're going to be a little bit shocked about how shy they actually are. Do you know what I mean? Because you might see them and you might see how they're like talking to a big group of people. They talk to an audience. They, I don't know, they host events where they have to converse with a lot of people. So it doesn't make sense to you that they're shy, but this is so funny. It's kind of like a paradox, almost as if your future spouse is going to be like a paradox, like a walking paradox, because or it could be because of you, where usually they're very good at speaking to people, charming people, flirting with people, but with you they're going to be shy because you are the real deal. Does that make sense? Because maybe they are good at talking to people and charming people and stuff like that, but they're going to be shy about you because you are the real deal. Like, you are their true love and their future spouse, and they might notice that very, very early on. Oh, listen, I'm telling you, they might notice that very, very, very early on in the connection that whatever this is with you is not like what it is with other people. So it's gonna, basically, I feel like your future spouse is gonna shit their pants. I feel like your true love and your future spouse is gonna be like, they're gonna piss their pants, okay? Because they're gonna be like very nervous around you, which is unlike them. They might even be like confused about it, like, why am I like nervous or shy around pile number 2? But that's also, they also know, oh damn, you know, whatever this here is, it's different. Like, you are different, or like what you make them feel is different compared to other women or other men. Okay, so yeah, they're gonna be shy. I feel like you're gonna be shocked about how shy they are, or something about like where you might not understand what's going on with them in the beginning, because you're like, damn, they're good at talking to everybody and their mom, and they host events, they're like famous in town, or but why do they have such a hard time like talking to me? Or like, do you know what I mean? Like in the beginning you're gonna be like, I don't really understand, because they seem kind of like, for example, on your first date they're very confident, and then after the first date you start to notice that they're like shy or whatever, and you're like, what the hell happened? But it is because they very early on noticed that it's very different with you, kind of like where their soul knows, damn, this is the one. Do you know what I mean? But it makes them like super freaking nervous, because like it's the real deal. So what your spirit guides want you to know is your future spouse is going to be shy in the beginning. Again, you're going to be like, when you first meet them, they're going to have big balls, they're going to have, you know, like big balls, okay? They're gonna be super like, ooh, you know, like using smooth words and stuff like that, and then they realize, ooh, damn, what is this? Kind of like almost as if they immediately notice like, damn, you know, pile number 2's energy is like intense, or what I feel for pile number 2 is intense, and I just know them for a week, or I just know them for a month. Okay, so they're gonna start to become shy. It's so funny. It's usually like where you think someone is shy first and then they become confident, but with your future spouse it's like they're confident first and then they become shy and then they become confident again. Okay, so what your spirit guides want you to know is your future spouse is actually shy, even though you would assume that they're super confident because of like their profession, because of their job, is what I'm picking up here. Okay, because their job or their profession involves talking to a lot of people, having a big audience, having the spotlight on them, okay, talking on a stage, yeah, talking to a lot of people, networking with a lot of people, being invited to like gatherings and events and stuff like that with lots and lots of people, okay, and they might be like one of the main people at this event, or it's almost an energy where people go to events to see your future spouse, for example, okay? So this could be an upcoming artist, for example. They are a singer, a dancer, a rapper, and they do have like their audience. They might not be, you know, like huge, but you know what I mean? They might not be Drake or whatever, but they still have their audience. They still have people that follow them on SoundCloud, whatever, whoever, okay? So if they would host an event, there would be lots and lots of people, like hundreds of people. See what I mean? So your spirit guides want you to know, in actuality, if this boss is shy, or you are the one woman or the one man that makes them shy. So if they're gonna act up or act a little weird in the beginning, it's because they're actually shy. See what I mean? So your spirit guides already want you to know it's kind of like part of them is confident and part of them is also shy. And you might be confused about it, like, why is he or she acting like that? But they're actually they're like a shy lover. Or again, you're the first woman or the first man that makes them feel shy, and that's how they know whatever this is with you is different. See what I mean? Whatever this is with you is like, again, their soul is gonna tell them like, oh my god, I met the one, but it's kind of like their mind has to catch up. See what I mean? But it says shy lover, they're naturally shy about sex, but these are like sex cards, but they're naturally shy about sex and has a hard time coming out of their shell. With time you will discover a new side of them, okay? For others of you, this could even be an energy where when you meet your true love and your future spouse, you're going to maybe think like, maybe you are used to it. I'm telling you, there's something about you're not going to be used to their energy. Kind of, it's so funny because when you meet your true love and your future spouse, something is gonna feel familiar, kind of like you've known them for years, like you're gonna feel very comfortable around them, right? You're gonna feel very comfortable talking about all kinds of things. And then another part of you, because they feel familiar to you, like your soul is recognizing their soul. And then the other part of you might feel like I'm not used to that energy, because, for example, it says a shy lover, right? So maybe you're used to men, you know, like being very straightforward when they want to clap the booty cheeks or whatever, if you know what I mean, okay? And you, how can I explain that energy? And it's kind of like you were always, it's just an example, okay? For others of you, could even be the opposite, okay? So you always were very confident about someone liking you because they showed you in a sexual way, okay? So maybe whenever someone was interested in you, they showed it to you in a sexual way. And I feel like with your true love and future spouse, it's going to be a little different, because they're not going to show it to you in a sexual way, which then could make you feel like, is this person even interested in me? Do they even like find me sexually attractive? But the reason is because they're shy. See what I mean? Again, maybe they might not always be shy, like they're very confident about their DICK or their PUSSY, but because it's you, again, it's kind of like their soul is recognizing, oh my god, the one is standing in front of me. So everything is going to be different with you. Everything is going to be upside down. So when they're usually like very confident about, you know, like charming someone or being sexual with someone, they're going to really hold back sexually, because so they could be holding back sexually, but it is because you make them shy and you make them nervous, and you're going to think, is this person not interested in me like sexually? But once they let everything out, you're going to be like, oh my god, you're going to notice how much this person has been craving you. But in the beginning, I feel like they're going to really hold back, or you're gonna be surprised about how they didn't try to kiss you or didn't try to touch you. And for some of you guys, it might make you a little bit like confused, or it might make you a little bit like insecure that they don't do that, because you're used to that type of energy. You're used to kind of like men or women showing you like how they like you sexually, okay? For others of you, it could be the opposite, okay? It could be the energy where men or women usually, the men or the women that you usually meet, they're not very sexual, or they have not really been very sexual, because maybe every time you were with a woman or with a man, you were not 100% compatible, and therefore maybe they didn't show you how they sexually crave you. So you never felt like a man was like sexually into you, or a woman was sexually into you, or they were craving you. It's kind of like maybe you had to make the first move all the time because you wanted to be sexual with them. There's something about sexual energy that is very intense here, okay? And in this case, with your true love and your future spouse, because I feel like one person here in this connection is confident and the other person is shy. So I don't know what the hell is going on here, okay? Anyway, it could even be the opposite, right? Where usually men or women show you that they like you by talking to you, but not necessarily in a sexual way. And maybe your true love and your future spouse, they're gonna show you like how they like you in a sexual way, and it's like going to overwhelm you, kind of like, oh my god, this person's gonna show you that they want you. They might be very like upfront with because you could be like the shy person, and they're gonna be like super upfront with like, oh my god, I cannot wait to kiss those lips, or like, oh, your hair smells so good, and you're gonna notice how much they crave you. You can like feel it, you know, how much they want your body, and it might be like overwhelming to you, okay, because you're not used to that. Kind of like they're like, kind of like where you're not used to the love language, like physical touch, or you're not used to someone craving you that much. So you're gonna feel shy, like, oh my god, they, you know, like, am I good enough? Like, you know, my body's not even perfect. Why do they want me? But it is because like their soul is craving you, so they want your body. Do you see where I'm coming from? But it's gonna feel weird to you. That's what your spirit guides want you to know. So maybe your spirit guides want you to become comfortable with being like sexual or being intimate, or maybe allow yourself to have a lot more like fantasies, in case you do struggle with that, to have a lot more fantasies where you allow yourself in your fantasies to be open, to let a person like devour you, to let a person yeah, kind of like to allow yourself to feel the lust that a person has for you, or that a person is craving you. You might feel uncomfortable with that energy, like you want to be sexual, but maybe something is holding you back from being sexually free. Okay, so maybe your spirit guides are telling you, maybe try to slowly but surely express your sexual energy a lot more, or fantasize about how your future spouse is like seducing you or devouring you and stuff like that, so that you get used to their energy. Because their energy, I feel like their sexual energy is intense, okay, is what I'm picking up here. Especially if you tell me you're shy, then I'm talking about your future spouse's energy being sexually like very intense. Like, you know, they're gonna show you that they want every inch of your body, and you might be like, oh my god, you know, like, I was not prepared for that. I was not prepared for that sexual energy to come my way, because usually the men or the women that I meet are not that sexual. You could have met a lot of men or women that are not sexual, or they themselves have like a suppressed sexuality, but this person, your future spouse, is very sexually free, like very sexually open. See what I mean? Especially if you tell me you're the shy one. For others of you, it's the opposite, okay? Where your future spouse is going to be like shy, and they're going to be like overwhelmed, because they're going to be like, me? You want me? Do you know what I mean? And pile number 2, I feel like your true love and your future spouse. Number 2, I feel like your true love and your future spouse has a very sexual aura. You know how some people's aura is funny, some people's aura is wealthy or bougie, some people's aura is mysterious. Your future spouse's aura is sexual, very sensual, very sexual. Their energy is just very, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like they carry very intense sexual energy, is what I'm picking up here. Meaning when you meet them, you're gonna feel a lust that you never felt before, okay? Or again, it could be the other way around, where you are the one. If you tell me, Cynthia, I'm not shy, I'm like open, sexually open and stuff like that, then your future spouse is gonna feel that way about you. They've never met a woman that has such a, or like a man that has such an intense sensual sexual energy, you know, because again, maybe because everybody's aura is different, right? Or everybody has like a different aura. Some people's aura is very like elegant or very healthy, you know, there's all kinds of things, but your aura could be very sensual, very sexual, kind of like a very sensual, sexual healing energy that you carry. Something super, I don't even know how to put it in words. And your future spouse is going to be overwhelmed by it, kind of like they're going to be overwhelmed by their lust. Like usually lust after people, but the lust that they have for you is so intense that they feel like it's out of control, if that makes sense. Okay, so that could be going on kind of like where they're gonna feel shy because the lust that they feel for you is more than just, oh, I want this body. It's like they're gonna crave your soul. They're gonna crave, I don't know how to explain it, guys. It's gonna be so intense for your future spouse, but it's also gonna kind of like scare them. It's gonna scare them how much they want you, because it's intense, like their whole body wants you, like, I don't know, almost as if they cannot even control their body. Okay, so they're gonna feel a very intense like craving for you, and it might scare them a little bit, and then that's when they become shy in the connection very early on, where they might try to suppress it. Okay, that feeling, because they feel like it's too strong, or it's like, do you know what I mean? It's kind of like when you get overwhelmed by how intense something is, and you feel like you need to cool down. So maybe they're gonna avoid being sexual with you because they feel like they're gonna be hooked, or they're gonna be like obsessed with you, or they're gonna be like, I don't know, they're gonna be out of control once they touch you or once they are inside of you. If you know what I mean. Okay, depending on who is shy and who is confident here. You would think this person is confident because they're on stage, like they're known by people, and then all of a sudden they're shy, and you're like, what the hell, what is going on? Why are you all of a sudden shy? Like, you know, you are like a public figure, you have a public platform, you talk to everybody and their mama in town, like, why are you shy with me? Okay, that's what your spirit guides want you to know. It's the reason is because there's an initial feeling of like, oh my god, that is the one. Especially on your future spouse's side. I'm not even sure if it's going to be on your side as strongly as it is on your future spouse's side. Okay, I almost want to say they're gonna notice first that you are the one before you. It's just so funny because you might think, hey, I watch future spouse readings, I'm gonna know if they stand in front of me, but I'm not sure if you will. It might catch you by surprise, I'm telling you. Okay, because I feel like your future spouse is gonna know a lot stronger. Your spirit guides are here. Your future spouse is gonna know first that you are the one, or that this is like intent. You're going to know it. Okay, I don't know why you might be telling me, Cynthia, how? Like, I watch future spouse readings, I'm ready, I'm prepared. There's something that's gonna be, maybe on that day you're very like much in the clouds, or on that day when you meet your future spouse, you're your head is in the clouds, or I don't know, you might listen to music, or do you know what I mean? Kind of like, you're not gonna notice it first, they're gonna notice it first, that you are the one, or that this is the real deal. Okay, but yeah. Let's see what your spirit guides want you to know. Now we have the card here. The reason why I say this pick a card reading is connected to the next 7-day prediction, because I talked about someone no longer wearing a mask. Okay, in the 7-day prediction, that for some of you guys, you maybe chose that power, or maybe you want to watch that power after this reading, I talked about a secret admirer who wants to take their mask off to show, you know, like pile number 3 in the pick a card reading, who they are. Okay, and the funny thing is we also have a card here. Okay, I'm gonna show it to you. I'm just gonna blur it out. Do I have to blur out a lot? Let me just do it like that. They're dancing, I think. Looks like it. Anyway, I'm just gonna blur it out. Okay, and in that card you can see 2 people wearing a mask. Okay, I'm telling you, this is kind of like almost as if your future spouse is going to be disguised. Like, you're not going to notice. Listen, this is like the energy, because for example, I'm being brought to Snow White, like Mirror Mirror on the Wall, but I'm being brought to the movie Mirror Mirror on the Wall with Julia Roberts. I'm seeing like this masquerade party, or this masquerade like event, ball, whatever you want to call it. And Snow White was wearing like she was masked, and the prince was masked too, and then they took their mask off, and then you're like, I didn't know it was you. So there's something going on with like taking a mask off. Okay, I don't know what this is, guys. It's something about where it's almost as if your future spouse is going to be disguised, like almost as if they are around you, but they are disguised and you're not noticing that they're the one. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. Something about taking a mask off. Okay, just like Rey Mysterio, when he all of a sudden like, yeah, it's something about revealing some, like where someone reveals their secret identity. I'm telling you, there's something going on with like a moment where it could be metaphorically speaking, or it could be literally. Okay, this could be, for example, a Halloween party and you're both wearing a costume. For example, okay, I'm just giving an example, but that's the vibe that is coming through here, where you're dancing with someone and you're wearing a mask and they wear a mask too. Okay, this could even be initially when you guys are meeting, you're gonna wear a mask. Maybe you say stuff that you didn't mean to say, and they're gonna say stuff that they didn't mean to say, because you were nervous and they were nervous. So you were both wearing a mask on your first date. See what I mean? That's the vibe that is coming through here. Or again, it's kind of like the energy of your future spouse was hidden in plain sight. They were disguised, so they are around you, but you didn't notice them. Okay, that's the vibe that is coming through. You're like, oh my god, you know, I've been seeing this guy for the last 3 months. For example, if you would talk about how you met your future spouse, you would say like, this guy was around me for 3 months and I didn't notice him, or like I didn't know it would be him, like I didn't see it coming, even though he or she was standing in front of me. See what I mean? That's the vibe that is coming through here, okay? But yeah, the reason why I say it's connected to the next 7-day prediction, because I talked about how someone is finally taking their mask off and showing who they really are, you know, in the next 7-day prediction. Okay, so there could be something significant happening within the next 7 days for some of you guys, okay? Especially if you are on my Patreon, or yeah, especially if you maybe have been receiving signs connected to someone masking themselves. Maybe you had dreams of a person with a mask, or maybe you had a dream of yourself with a mask or something like that, or someone kind of like wearing a ski mask, or someone kind of like a masquerade party. If you had dreams of that, or if you have received signs connected to masks just in general, this is definitely your pal, and it could mean that something could be happening within the next 7 days, okay? But I want to read this card out here. It says uninhibited and released. Yeah, once they release, it says dancing with revelry and wild abandon through the night, the lovers laugh and masquerade as the wine flows and the flowers blossom. The music is loud, the dances are lewd, the costumes are boisterous, all jovial and thrilling. Let go of inhibitions, unleash your desires, and drive headfirst into excess. Seize your joy, free love. And then it says, when was the last time you dared to live a little? Make a little extra time in your schedule to do something wild. Go all out to shed whatever it is that's holding you back from a life filled with love, passion, and reckless abandon. Okay. And then it says, what is your deepest desire? So yeah, it talks about kind of like a party or a gathering. So there could be like a party or a gathering that is significant here for some of you guys, okay? Something about, for example, I'm also being brought to you meeting someone at night or in the evening, and you know how a person can look differently at night or in the evening compared to, yeah, for example, this is just the energy behind you and your future spouse, okay? Not, it doesn't have to be that it is exactly that, but you know how when you meet someone at the club, when you meet someone at a party, you are drunk, they're drunk, or you're tipsy, they're tipsy, and at night you don't see fully how they look, right? You might only see certain details in daylight that you didn't notice at nighttime. Okay, so that's the vibe that is coming through here. There's something about where I feel like you're gonna be, your senses are gonna be a little bit like, you're not gonna notice that your future spouse stands in front of you, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. You are not going to notice, oh my god, this is my future spouse. It's not, you're gonna be like, again, you're either gonna be in a funny energy, you're gonna be like tipsy at a party, or you might be like listening to music, or you might be, I don't know, there's something about where you're not gonna notice it. They're gonna be like, or that you're going to feel like they were disguised. If someone is asking you, how did you meet your future spouse, you're gonna feel like, oh my god, they were right in front of me for months and they were disguised, or they were living two corners away, kind of like where they lived close to you and you didn't notice it, that they were around. That's the vibe that is coming through here. I don't know what this means to you, but I think, yeah, there's something about, there's a plot twist, there's a little plot twist, and I feel like your future spouse will know first, to be honest with you. They will know first, oh my gosh, what is going on here, especially if your future spouse is spiritual, which I believe they are. So they're gonna know first that this is it, okay? Because we have the card, your secret admirer. I do feel like this pick a card reading, again, if you haven't watched it yet, this pick a card reading could be connected to who has a crush on you as well. Like I did a crush pick a card reading, or like a secret admirer pick a card reading, because we have the card here, secret admirer. So it's almost as if for some of you guys this is already happening. For others of you, this is how it's going to happen, you know? So it's kind of like a future prediction, but for some of you guys, your future spouse already has a crush on you. Maybe they met you at Starbucks 3 months ago. They know that you always go to the Starbucks at Friday because you, I don't know, you meet your coworker there, okay? Or because you always visit your friend there. Maybe your friend works at Starbucks, as an example, and they've noticed a pattern. They're always at Friday picking up your friend. So they might know your schedule, they might know where you are at, okay? For some of you guys, your future spouse already has a crush on you. I'm telling you, they already are a secret admirer. They're already watching you, but they have been too shy to approach you. Okay, for others of you, this is how it's going to happen. Maybe a couple of days or weeks before you meet your future spouse, you will feel like you're being watched and it's them. Okay, so you know how when you are in a bus and you're reading a book, and then for some very peculiar reason you want to look up, and as you look up you can already see eyes looking at you. Okay, see what I mean? So you might feel that energy around you right now, or you will feel this energy like around you very soon. Okay, where it's almost as if your future spouse is going to have a secret crush on you for a couple of days or for a couple of weeks before they even approach you, is what I'm picking up here. Okay, so they will, it's almost as if they will already know. I don't know how to explain that energy. I don't know how to explain that energy. Okay. So yeah, what your spirit guides want you to know is there's going to be a plot twist. I'm also going to be easy on them because they're going to be shy. It's like a huge deal for them, because for some of you guys, I'm picking up the energy here where, to be honest with you, for some of you guys, I also feel like your future spouse could have mental health issues, like a little bit. I'm not talking about how, maybe they could, you know, but I feel like for some of you guys, your future spouse might have mental health issues. I'm telling you, it's kind of like such a contradiction. You might see them and you might think, damn, they have their life together, they have their shit together, and you would never think that they have mental health issues, or you would never think that they went through a depression. For some of you guys, they could be just coming out of a depression as you guys are meeting, okay, is what I'm picking up here. So yeah, for some of you guys, what your spirit guides want you to know is that it's very important for you to be like gentle and easy with them. Of course, cuss them out if they do some bullshit, okay, but yeah, the reason for them acting weird in the beginning could be mental health issues, because we have the 8 of Swords here. Okay, so you could be meeting them around a time where their mental health is not their best. So they're not at their best mentally, okay, is what I'm picking up here. So for some of you guys, there could be an energy where meeting you is actually pushing them to work on their mental health. So let's say, for example, you guys are meeting and they start to notice that they self-sabotage this connection because they know it's not you, they know it's their mental health. So they might start to tell you like they want to focus on their mental health, or when they tell you, I'm sorry, it's my mental health, they're actually telling you the truth. So for some of you guys, you could actually come into their life in a time where they just need a little extra like help or push to, so kind of like the energy where you might meet them around a time where they actually need a little, like they need a hug, or they need like they need someone to kiss their freaking forehead because they're going through it mentally, if that makes sense. Okay, for some of you guys, I'm telling you, there's some type of plot twist, because I'm also being brought to movies where a woman meets a man, or a man meets a man, or a woman meets a woman, whatever you like, okay? Everybody's welcome here. But I'm also being brought to movies where a woman, I'm just gonna say it like that, or a woman meets a man and they get to know each other, but the man is not telling her that he's like a celebrity, or he's not telling her that he is in the public eye, or that he's a public figure. So she only finds out later on. Yeah, because yeah, I'm being brought to the movie Snow White, or like Mirror Mirror on the Wall, where she says, why didn't you tell me that you are the prince? And then he said, why didn't you tell me that you are the princess? So there's something, I'm telling you, there's something about where you're not gonna tell something about you is gonna shock them, or is that gonna surprise them, or something about kind of like something, I'm telling you, there's something about a secret identity. I don't know what the hell that means, okay? There's something about a secret identity. Maybe they have been watching you from a fake account or whatever, or trying to figure out, like, you know, if you're in a, for example, if you are in a relationship, so they already figured out your Instagram. Do you know what I mean? And you didn't give them your Instagram. They were investigating to find out if you have a boyfriend or not to embarrass themselves if they approach you. I'm telling you, there's something going on with, like, yeah, I'm hearing I have more layers than a secret identity. That's what I'm hearing, okay? So there's something about, maybe they're not gonna tell you. I don't know how to explain that energy, but you might think, oh, they're not my future spouse because they're not a public figure. But you don't know that they're a public figure because they didn't tell you. They're gonna be like, yeah, I'm the new like, something about where they're gonna come in and they're not gonna tell you everything about themselves. And like, one secret of theirs could be that they're like in the public eye somehow, some way. See what I mean? So they could somehow have like a double life, and in the best way possible, where maybe they don't want people to like them for their public platform. Like, they don't want people to know them. Do you know what I mean? Like, they don't want people to see them as like, oh, you know, like clout. So they might not tell you about it. See what I mean? And so you might think they're not the one because you think about this reading, and then you find out it is them because they have a public platform, or they are like, you know, like popular in town, but you didn't know it. I'm telling you, there's like a plot twist here. Okay, because both people are wearing a mask in this situation here. Or it's kind of like listen, Father Sophie, this is the energy of like, if you don't already have a crush on someone, you might soon have a crush on someone, and you might think to yourself like, oh, they would never have a crush on me back, but they do have a crush on you back. So it's like two people wearing a mask. You have a crush on them, they have a crush on you. But you're both not telling each other that you have a crush on each other, so you're both wearing a mask. See what I mean? So this could also be the energy of like two people are secretly admiring each other until one person has the balls to approach the other person. That's the vibe that is coming through here. Okay, something like that. Something about like they already watched you. Okay, they already have been a secret admirer for a couple of days or a couple of weeks. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. We're gonna do that on the extended. We're gonna do this in the extended, okay? But I'm actually gonna get a few cards, okay, that is gonna describe them, or that is gonna basically, this is so funny because I'm thinking about the crush reading, like who has a secret crush on you, but it's so funny because it's like connected to this reading. So yeah, we're gonna look at that. So we're gonna look at a little bit of like description, like maybe what your future spouse looks like, or kind of like, I don't know, we're gonna look at it, okay, in the extended. But let me see what else is coming through here. For some of you guys, you might meet I feel like for a lot of you guys that chose pile number 2, you're gonna meet them very soon, because we have the card here just around the corner. I'm telling you, there's something going on with, they either live where you live at, they work where you work at, their gym is next to your coffee shop. There is something going on. You're gonna feel like, oh my god, this person was under my nose, this person was around me for years, for months, and I did not see them. Okay, yeah, Father Sophie, the card just around the corner just means it's about to happen. Okay, this is about to happen, or you are about to meet them. You also have the morning card here, so there could be something I'm hearing you will know in the morning. So I don't know, maybe there could be some type of like secret information being revealed to you tomorrow for some of you guys, okay, or something about in the morning, okay. For some of you guys, I also feel like you might be meeting them in the morning, and then you're going to meet them at night again. So you might meet them twice a day, or something about, huh, that was an interesting encounter, and then you go on about your day, and then you see them at night again. Okay, is what I'm picking up here for some of you guys. What I'm picking up here is, yeah, because we have the Leap of Faith card here, I'm telling you. Because we also have the card here, Food for the Soul. It says, love is built on long nights of lost sleep and deep conversations. And if I look at those cards, to me this feels like you're up all night, because we have the at night card here, okay, because I was asking when will you meet your future spouse, and it says at night. So you could be you could be, I'm telling you, this could be metaphorically or literally, okay. You're meeting them at night, so you don't fully see who they are. You might meet them at the club with dimmed lights, so you don't fully see who they are, I'm telling you. Or you might only see a silhouette of them. I'm telling you, this is crazy. Like, that is what I'm picking up here. For this of you, could be literally at night, where you're gonna meet them at night. Or maybe when you meet them, they have like glasses on, or like something is like covering what they look like or who they, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's very mysterious. I feel like the future spouse has a very mysterious energy, or the way you guys are meeting is going to be mysterious. It's kind of like not knowing who this person really is at first glance. There's something hidden about them. Okay. For example, they give you their personal Instagram, but not their public Instagram. So you're gonna think this is like their Instagram, but they have like a public Instagram that you don't know about. I'm telling you. Okay, I don't know what this is, okay? Or you're gonna be shocked about how many people know this person. I'm telling you, they have a lot of like, they're somehow well known, or maybe they're meant to be in the spotlight. Maybe their destiny is to be in the spotlight. For some of you guys, if your spouse's destiny actually is to be in the spotlight somehow, some way, okay? But yeah, if I look at this card combination, to me this feels like where you're up all night with a person. Okay, like until the sun is already rising, like you guys are talking all night and then the sun is rising already, because it says love is built on long nights of lost sleep and deep conversations. Okay, let me actually get one more card here, what this is about. Yeah, so you could be, when you're meeting your true love and your future spouse, you could be talking on the phone the whole night, or you could be spending the whole night together, kind of like up until early morning. The sun is already coming out and stuff like that, and you have been talking to them like the whole night. May that be on the phone, while, you know, like texting, or like literally in person. Okay. Love is built. Yeah, and for others of you, your future spouse could go through insomnia. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. They might have some type of issues, because it says love is built on long nights of lost sleep. And the lost sleep, for me, we have the Eight of Swords here, which is telling me, I don't know if it's them, or maybe it's the both of you, okay? But one person is helping the other person to overcome some type of mental health issues. But someone here could be dealing with insomnia. I don't know, maybe your future spouse has problems sleeping. Okay, they could have a lot of nightmares, or they could have problems sleeping, is what I'm picking up here. Okay, that's another thing. That's another moment where they know that you're the one. You're going to sleep at their place, and they will feel like they had the best night's sleep in a long time. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. And this usually doesn't happen. They will feel like, why am I sleeping so well? Okay, they could even feel like they're sleeping very well ever since they met you. You might not even have to like live, you might not even have to be like at their place for some very peculiar reason. And I love that word, that's why I keep saying it. But I think if your spouse is gonna like notice like, oh my god, I think this is the one, like I think she's the one, I think he's the one, because they're going to notice little things, like them being able to sleep well when they hear your voice, or them being able to sleep well ever since they met you. They're going to notice like suspicious, ever since I met pile number 2, I'm sleeping well, and this didn't happen with other men or other women that they dealt with, okay, is what I'm picking up here. But let me get a few more cards. We also have the card Your New Home, New Attitude. Listen, with the house here, New Home, New Attitude, I'm telling you, for some of you guys, it could be a neighbor, this could be a future neighbor that is about to move in. There's some type of twist here. If you tell people how you met your future spouse, they're going to be like, damn, this sounds like it sounds like in a movie, or this sounds like a K-drama, or do you say Korean, like Korean drama, K-drama, or this sounds like a TV show, or this sounds like the last romance novel that I read, or romance story that I read in a book. There's something weird about this. It's like, what the hell, is this real? That's what I'm hearing. Okay, yeah, let's see, let's get a few more cards here. Can you clarify the New Home, New Attitude here? Okay, what is the New Home, New Attitude energy here about? Okay, for some of you guys, I think you're gonna find it very sexy what they do for work. Okay, and for others of you, your spirit guides are, oh, listen to me. For others of you, your spirit guides are telling me they are here. I can see them. Your spirit guides are telling me the last couple of years, they taught you how to be confident in yourself. Okay. because you need to be very confident to be with your true love and your future spouse. There's a lot of men or a lot of women around them, or they have a lot of secret admirers, they have a lot of people that want them, and only a very confident or a very strong person can handle to be with them. So if you think about all the last couple of years and who you dealt with and what kind of situations you were in, your spirit guides taught you to be fully confident in yourself, or to think that you are the most amazing woman or the most amazing man in the world, so that you don't get insecure, because your future spouse is going to be a person that is in the public eye. They are meant to network, they are meant to meet a lot of people, they are meant to locally make something happen, globally make something happen. So you have to have a strong character to be with this man or to be with this woman. Otherwise, you would get insecure and sabotage the connection. So if you think about like, I've noticed that whenever I do attract guys or girls, they're always in the public eye, you know, and you already had your fair share of insecurities because you were with men or with women that were in the public eye, but you overcame them already because your future spouse is also a person in the public eye, and you already overcame these lessons. You already learned all of these lessons, and now you're ready to meet them. See what I mean? Or maybe you started to notice that, or maybe if you think about the last couple of years, maybe you started to notice that kind of like you have been in third-party situations or something like that, maybe even friend-wise, okay, and you learned a huge lesson about like trusting the universe with if someone is meant for you or not, you know, and that you overcome your envy and your jealousy. So you already overcame your envy and your jealousy in different situations in your life, so that that envy and jealousy is not going to be an issue when you are with your true love and your future spouse, because again, they probably have a lot of women or a lot of men in their DMs, in their comments, and it doesn't have to be that they're like thirsting after this person, but again, they could just be like the coolest DJ in town, so people like them for being the coolest DJ, okay? But then that also means like maybe there's like women or men texting them or whatever, you know, and you have to be like very like confident in yourself and very like at one with yourself and at one with, okay, I trust the universe to choose the right man or to choose the right woman for me, or I trust my spirit guides and my ancestors to choose the right man or the right woman for me. So I don't like, it doesn't bother me, you know. See what I mean? So your spirit guides are telling you it's kind of like a full circle moment. When you meet your future spouse, it's going to be a full circle moment, and you're going to realize you already learned all of these lessons so that you can be with them. That's the energy that is coming through here very, very strongly. Okay, for some of you guys, there could be some type of moving situation involved here. I think I'm gonna look at this in the extended. Okay, let me see, guys. Okay, for some of you guys, I feel like your true love and your future spouse could be I'm also not saying that they're rich. I'm saying that they have a public platform. It doesn't mean that they are like super freaking wealthy or whatever. They could be on their way to become wealthy and rich, okay? But as you are meeting them, they definitely have a following. They have people like being excited to meet them, to see them, to hear from them, okay? There could also be an energy where in the beginning of your connection, maybe your true love and your future spouse is insecure about their living situation. Maybe they're like in the moment or in the midst of like moving out from a roommate or something along those lines. That's what I'm picking up here too. But let me see. Where's the new whole new attitude energy here about? Oh, we have June, bitch. What the hell? Listen. Okay, I have a question. For some of you guys, did you move in June? Or did you change your job in June? Did you change a place that you always go to in June? Kind of like you always go to this park. You always go to this like you always go to this park, and in June you changed the park that you always go to. So your go-to place is no longer your go-to place. You changed it in June. For others of you, I don't know if you moved in June. I don't know if you changed your job in June, okay, or if you changed your schedule in June. There's some type of change that happened in June that is going to be the reason why you meet your future spouse. Maybe they first saw you in June. They have a crush on you since June. For some of you guys, not for everybody and their mama, okay? This could be a new neighbor that you have since June. and they have been watching you, they have been eyeing you, but they didn't come to you yet, so you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So if I'm actually picking up the opposite. So okay, listen, for some of you guys, if you moved in June, may that be you moved departments or you changed somehow your go-to place. Your go-to place is no longer your go-to place, you changed it in June, or you literally moved in June. Okay, that could be ever since then this person has a crush on you, they are around you, they are in your vicinity, but you didn't meet them yet because you don't know your surroundings that well. See what I mean? So it's like you are in a new area, in a new hood, if you could say. Okay, and for others of you, I feel like there was a plan falling through in June for some of you guys. Okay, so for some of you guys, you were trying to maybe move in June, or you thought you would be moving by June, and it didn't work, and your spirit guides want you to know it has something to do with your future spouse. I don't know why, I don't know what, I don't know where. But if you look back, you will think it was good. It was a blessing in disguise that my plan to move in June did not work. I don't know what the hell that means. Okay. That's what I'm picking up here. And when I say move, it could also be move jobs or move, yeah, just move locations somehow, some way. Let's get one more card before we go to the extended. What is this new home, new attitude energy here about spirit guides, ancestors? We have the Emperor. Okay, one more. Where's the new home, new attitude energy here? We have the Moon. Ooh. Where's the new home, new attitude energy here? And the Two of Swords. Okay. Something that fell through in June is the reason why you meet your future spouse. So you think, what the fuck is up with my life? But it is connected to your future spouse. You're gonna laugh about it later on, how you were mad about it, but it's the reason why you met your future spouse. Okay, but it has something to do with like an unsuccessful plan in June, or an unsuccessful plan to move to a new home in June, or for some of you guys, for others of you, you successfully already moved or whatever. Okay, but yeah, for others of you, it's the opposite. You already moved in June. There's something going on with June, okay? There's something going on with June, or what happened in June. Okay. Why is the new home, new attitude energy here? Three of Pentacles. Give me a moment, guys. Yeah, and for others of you, this is like the energy here where your true love and your future spouse is going to be a little bit insecure in the beginning of your connection. So again, keep that in mind. You know, like when you meet them, you already know about this, you know. They like you, they are your future spouse or whatever, even though I feel like they're going to notice first that you are the one, okay? But yeah, they could be a little bit like insecure because they're still like they could be in the middle of moving. When you meet your future spouse, they could be in the middle of moving, and they could feel the pressure to look perfect. Like, you're not gonna give a shit. You're just gonna be happy that you met them, but they're gonna feel like they could. Okay, listen, for some of you guys, they could be a little bit mysterious. So they could be. Yeah, they could be acting a little mysterious, but it is because they don't want to tell you that they are in the middle of moving, because then they're going to look like they don't have their life together and stuff like that, because they're in the middle of moving or whatever. This could also be something that you will notice where they maybe avoid certain, like, how do you call it? They avoid certain questions about like where they're living, or like something like that, but it is because they are in the middle of moving. So as you meet your future spouse, they are in the middle of moving, and maybe they had like a fallout with their roommate, and like, I don't know, there's something going on with them where they have to move very fast. They could also be stressed because of moving when you meet them, but they don't want to tell you because they're like so nervous to like turn you off, so then they're not gonna tell you about it. So yeah, you might notice like they're a little bit mysterious about where they live or something along those lines is what I'm picking up here, okay? Anyway, pile number 2. We're going to go to the extended now, okay? We're going to look at, like, basically we're going to look at how you will know, because I'm going to look at like who has a secret crush on you, but the secret admirer is that your future spouse. I don't know, it's like, it's a mind fuck to me. Like, this reading is a mind fuck to me right now, okay? So we're just gonna look at, like, I don't know what they look like. Is there something significant? Like, almost as if, like, if you look back at this reading, you would then like realize. But again, I'm telling you, there's an energy of like you're probably gonna forget about this reading, and then you talk to him or her, and you're like, I don't know, there's something, I don't know, there's something is something happening here? And you're like, oh my god, it's Cynthia's reading, it's gonna ring a bell, you know. And then you might like go back to kind of like you might go back to this reading when you meet them, is what I'm trying to say here. Okay, so pile number 2, I just feel like you're both going to feel like you want to hide something from each other, hence the mask. Kind of like where you are insecure about something and they're insecure about something too. And I think you're both going to have a conversation where you say, why didn't you just tell me? That's nothing. Or like, that's your secret? Like, that's what you were hiding? That's nothing. Do you know what I mean? Kind of like where you think they have a huge secret, but that secret is actually something good or something that you don't even care about or you don't even mind, and they feel the same way about you. Like you might feel like you want to hide something. I don't know. Let's say for example you're like insecure about how you didn't finish high school or whatever. You know, so when they ask you that question, you maybe say something that kind of like a white lie, and then you realize, no, I don't want to lie, and then you tell them like, I have to tell you something, and they think, oh, it's a huge secret, and then you tell this person, yeah, I was like insecure about not finishing high school, and that's why I said this and that. So that's the vibe that is coming through. So I feel like you're both gonna hide something from each other, okay? And you're both gonna think like, oh, I cannot trust this person, they're hiding a huge secret. But then when they tell you, because I feel like you're both gonna confess to each other that you were hiding something, or that you didn't say something, or that you were withholding information. See what I mean? I don't know what this really is about. But they're also gonna, like, future spouse is also gonna say like, what the hell, why didn't you just tell me? That's nothing. Like, I thought it's like a huge secret, or like, I don't know, I thought you, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? That's the vibe that is coming through. You're kind of like when you watch Mirror, Mirror on the Wall, where Snow White says to the prince, why didn't you tell me you are the prince? And then he said, why didn't you tell me you are the princess? But it's not like a bad thing. It's like, I don't know what this is about, okay? So you're going to have a conversation about like, why the hell did you not tell me? Like, what the hell did you not tell me about this? That's nothing. Or like, I don't care about that. Or like, I don't know, something like that is what I'm picking up here. This could even be like a secret that, or kind of like an energy where, let's say for example, just an example, let's say for example you feel shy about being a virgin, okay, and you feel like, oh my god, he probably doesn't want a virgin, like he wants someone who's experienced and stuff like that. So you're withholding that information, or like maybe when they ask you like, you know, like what do you like, you're not straightforward telling them, hey, I'm a virgin or whatever. Do you know what I mean? And then maybe you're gonna say to them like, I have to tell you something, I lied about something, or I didn't tell you something, I'm a virgin. And you think it turns them off, but it's actually like good news for them. They're like, oh my god, you know, like that's like, I feel I'm the first man, or like, do you know what I mean, where they're gonna actually be happy about you being a virgin, where you think you have to hide it even though they actually like it. Or for example, let's say for example, I don't know, like you have a child and you are kind of like a little bit insecure about this, like if someone wants someone with a child or whatever, but they're actually like a man, they really love children, or they want to have a big family, or they also have a child, you know, but you guys didn't talk about it, or like one person has to start the conversation, but it's kind of like they're like, oh my god, that's so cool, I have a child too. Or like they're gonna feel even more drawn to you because maybe their dream is to have like a huge family, so they're even more drawn to women with children because they want children. See where I'm coming from? So they find you even more attractive because you are in your motherly energy and they want to have children, but you think it's turn off. It's almost as if something that you think turns them off, it's actually a turn on for them. And it's the opposite as well, where they think something about them is a turn off for you, but it actually turns you on. And I think you guys are gonna talk about it, okay, is what I'm picking up here. So yeah, I created cards. We're gonna look at like what your future spouse looks like basically, or like how you're going to notice them, or I don't know, it's just like extra confirmation energy of like, who's your future spouse really, okay? That's the vibe, okay? So that's what we're going to look at in the extended. I'm gonna get a few more cards here if there's anything else that you need to know about your love story, but yeah, that's what your spirit guides want you to know, okay? Even if you think you're super prepared, it's still gonna catch you off guard. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a mind fuck. is what I'm picking up here. Okay, pie number 2. That's all I have for you guys. I hope you like this reading. The link is down in the description box. We're gonna be a lot more nosy. You guys know, if you're new here, I'm super nosy. That's why my readings are always so long, because I'm nosy. Okay, sometimes my spirit guides tell me to stop being so nosy, but you know, let's see. Okay, so the link is gonna be down in the description box. I'm gonna get a few more cards, again, just in general, to see whatever you need to know or how your connection is starting or whatever. Okay, and then we're gonna look at, like, what do they look like though, you know, like, or what is their energy like. Okay, their energy, their aura, you know, like, how will you notice who they are. Okay, so the link is gonna be there in the description box, and if you're not gonna join me on Patreon, hopefully you're gonna join me with the next Future Spouse reading. But yeah, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Bye, guys. Hello, my lovely pal number 3. Welcome to your reading, guys. So if you're new to my channel, first of all, to anybody who has been my ride or die, love you guys. But if you're new, we're going to look at your future spouse today. Okay, I do a lot of future spouse readings, and I want to keep you company on your journey to manifesting your future spouse, to meeting them, okay, or to just make you feel like you are connected to them from soul to soul before you actually meet them physically. Okay, so if you are on a I'm manifesting my true love and my future spouse journey, I would be very happy to keep your company, and you can, like, look forward to future spouse readings at least every 2 weeks. I might sometimes post more future spouse readings and then a little bit less, but yeah, just to let you guys know in case someone here is new. Okay, I do future spouse readings, and I help you guys to manifest your future spouse, to get a glimpse of who they are, okay, to feel connected to them, okay, or to make you realize certain things that you might have to, you know, learn about yourself before you meet your future spouse. Okay, but yeah, pile number 3, here we are. So another thing that I also want to say is this reading is going to have an extended. We're going to look at whatever, like, I'm not sure what we're going to look at in the extended. Okay, we're going to find out by the end of your reading. Yeah, we're going to find out by the end of your reading what we're going to dive into a little bit deeper when it comes to the extended. Also, another thing, I want you guys to keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything is going to resonate. I talk about the general energy, but I also can sometimes tap into specific scenarios that doesn't apply for everybody, but the general energy, yeah, I'm also tapping into the general energy that is for a lot of you guys, okay? Where it applies to a lot of you guys. Also, time is very fluid when it comes to reading cards, so I could be talking about past, present, or future because everybody is on a different timeline. For some people it's the past, for other people it's the future, so keep that in mind. Okay, all right, but let me tap into your energy. Let me see what's going on with your true love and your future spouse. Let me see what's happening here. First things first, for some of you guys, we have the card here, February. So for some of you guys, I don't know if you are born in the month of February, okay? Or maybe for some of you guys, I also feel like you've done a love spell in February. For some of you guys, you've done a love spell in February, okay? Okay, and for others of you, you could be born in the month of February, or the month of February is going to be significant in your connection with your true love and your future spouse, okay? So the upcoming February could even be Valentine's Day, okay? Is what I'm picking up here. Maybe for some of you guys, you recently had a dream of Valentine's Day, or something like that, or you always had like this vision of your future spouse like surprising you on Valentine's Day. Something about Valentine's Day could be significant here, okay? Or something could, for others of you, I feel like February was like a significant month in your life. This could be good or bad, okay? So where some of February is significant in your connection with your true love and your future spouse, or when it comes to you meeting your true love and your future spouse. We're gonna look at why in a second, but yeah, we have February here. Let me actually show you the cards, and then we're gonna talk about everything, okay? So we have the Hanged Man card here, okay? We also have the Temperance in the World card here, okay? As well as the Six of Wands. We have the Advisor here and the Bachelor. Look at your future spouse, that's him. Okay, like a boss. Your future spouse has like the energy of an Aries, okay, for some of you guys. And we also have the advisor here, as well as the Page of Rings, which it looks like Valentine's Day. See that energy here? There's something going on with Valentine's Day, next Valentine's Day, last Valentine's Day, is what I'm picking up here. Okay, for some of you guys, your birthday could be soon. Okay, again, we're going to tap into what the hell this is all about, but we also have the Eight of Cups, which is the self-elimination. Listen, this is going to get spicy. We also have the card here, accept your naked truth to attract your future spouse, as well as wild connection. Okay, and we have here, I might not always find the right words, but let me surprise you. Okay, pile number 3, what do you need to know about you meeting your true love and your future spouse? The first thing that I want to say here is the way you meet your true love and your future spouse could be very unconventional, because we have the wild card here, the wild connection card, which is letting me know maybe the connection is going to start off wild, or people would call this connection wild, or people would call this connection untraditional, or the way you meet is untraditional, the way you meet is wild, the way you meet is not cookie cutter, it's not picture perfect, it's not cookie cutter, is what I'm picking up here, okay? Or people would say it's not picture perfect, or it's not a cookie cutter. Listen, the energy that is coming through here, I don't know if you guys know Monica, but Monica is an Indian girl that does like tutorials and does like TikToks about brown skin friendly makeup, brown skin friendly brands and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys know her, but her name is Monica. And it's funny because she recently talked about how she met her future spouse, like how she met her fiance, but they're about to get married. How she met him, and she met him in a very unconventional way, okay? The reason why I talk about this is because we also have the card here, the advisor. So we have the advisor card here, and we also have here someone you know is undependable and insincere. So someone's advice is going to be undependable and insincere when it comes to your future spouse. You also have the card here, someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. We have a mule here, and I'm being brought to a mule. Do you not call people that, if someone is, don't you call mules the people that spy on other people, or the people that like try to disguise themselves as part of a group, but they're actually doing it to get information about the group so that they can share that information with someone else? That's what I'm being brought to. Like you call it a mule, right? Like a person who's like undercover in a group. They try to fit into a group, but they're actually not part of the group. They're only there to get all the gossip and get all the tea so that they can give the information to other people. Okay, so what your spirit guides want you to know is, as you meet your true love and your future spouse, there is going to be a person who is not to be trusted with advice. Now let me come back to Monica. Monica talked about how she met her fiance, like her future spouse or her true love or whatever. They met at a party, and they were both like drunk or tipsy or whatever, but she felt a spark when they were talking to each other. But he was like super drunk, or they were super drunk or whatever, and he, you know, was driving home, and then he called her, or he texted her at 3 a.m. in the morning, where are you, or something like that, kind of like the energy of a booty call. And then she didn't answer immediately, and then he was like texting her like, answer, you know. And then her friends told her like, yo, you know, that guy seems to be toxic. So she didn't go on a date with him yet, right? It was just the initial like meeting, but her friends were like, damn, that's a red flag and stuff like that. Be careful with this guy and stuff like that, and always be careful. But I'm just letting you know what this energy here is, and your spirit guides will always protect you. But yeah, they were saying like, yeah, you shouldn't go on a date with him, or like, I don't know about this guy, I'm not sure about this guy, you know. And then come to find out, the only reason why he was like that is because he was like pissed drunk, and actually basically worked out because they're about to get married, like, you know what I mean? So And that's the vibe that is coming through here. So I feel like as you meet your true love and your future spouse, there could be one person that is going to be against this connection. They could be saying, yeah, this guy is a walking red flag, or this girl is a walking red flag, or don't you see that he's love bombing you? Because for some of you guys, I do feel like your true love and your future spouse could be very over the top. Maybe they like to give you a lot of gifts. This could be an energy where someone is going to tell you like, yeah, your future spouse wants to buy you, or your future spouse wants to kind of like flex their money. It's almost as if someone is going to call your future spouse a narcissist, or someone is going to say that your future spouse cannot be trusted, they're doing too much. They probably do that with, they probably have bitches behind the scenes, you know. They probably just want to buy you, or kind of like they're love bombing you and stuff like that. That's what people are going to say to you, because I think this person's really going to spoil you. Look at that energy here, how he's like in a suit and tie. And you know, we have balloons here, we have flowers here. Do you see that? Kind of like, this is the vibe. You guys know that those romantic movies where there's a guy and he's sending the woman flowers to her office. That's the vibe that is coming through here. This is if this person maybe has been with a narcissist, and that's why they say, oh, narcissists always start love bombing, or that's what they always do. They send flowers and birthday gift cards, and like they do this and they do that, and then they turn out to be someone completely different. So this person could talk from trauma, because while there is a lot of signs for someone being a narcissist or whatever, it doesn't have to apply to everybody. Or kind of like this person, basically your spirit guides are telling you you shouldn't trust this person because your true love is pure and sincere. But there could be a person around you who is going to tell you not to go on a date with him, not to go on a date with her, that this person is a walking red flag and stuff like that. But it could even be a misunderstanding. For example, they didn't text you for a whole day, and this person's like, yeah, that's a red flag, he's probably with bitches, but you don't even know, maybe they had a death in their family. Do you see where I'm coming from? It's kind of like, don't judge a book by its cover. It's someone around you is going to judge your future spouse. They're going to say, this person's like this person's like that, because Monica talked about how her friends told her not to go on a date with this guy, and he ended up being her future spouse, right? So that's the vibe that is coming through here. Spirit guides want to warn you about a person that you shouldn't take advice from, or someone who's going to be against your future spouse. There could even be a person who's going to be jealous of your future spouse's success, their financial status, and that's why they're going to say like, oh my god, your future spouse is so cocky and so arrogant, even though they're not cocky and arrogant. The only reason they perceive your future spouse as cocky and arrogant is because they're secretly jealous of your future spouse's success, or maybe like their workplace, or something along those lines. Or you know, maybe someone is going to say like, maybe someone is gonna judge your future spouse as like a spoiled brat, even though they're not. But maybe, I don't know, they look like it just because they wear a nice watch, or just because they have a certain haircut. Yeah, I'm hearing, you remind me of a girl that I once knew. So maybe your future spouse is gonna remind a person around you about is going to remind them of their ex, even though your future spouse is a completely different person. So your spirit guides want you to know there is a particular person. We're going to look at who this person is. They're going to not give you the best advice. Maybe they're going to tell you, yeah, you have to act this way and you have to act that way so that he likes you. You have to be more mysterious and stuff like that. But or kind of like where you use like strategies on this person to get them, or to where you use strategies on your future spouse to get him or her, but it's actually turning them off, or it's actually like pushing them away. That's the vibe. Like, I'm also being brought to a dating coach, and while dating coaches are like, you know, I have nothing against dating coaches, you know, I find it entertaining, you know, but sometimes, you know, certain tactics or certain strategies like actually push people away. Maybe this person is an exception to the rule, and instead of them feeling like more drawn to you, they feel like more that it pushes them more away. Okay, so we're going to talk about who this person is, but I feel like, to be honest with you, there could be a fight happening, or like a disagreement. I think I want to say a disagreement happening between you and a friend, or between you and a family member. And this could be happening because I feel like your future spouse is going to go all out when it comes to your birthday, or your future spouse is going to go all out when it comes to your Valentine's Day. Either Valentine's Day or birthday. Maybe it's their birthday very soon, or maybe it's your birthday very soon. Something about someone is going to do the most. Okay, your future spouse is going to do the most on your birthday. Do you see that energy here? Just look at that energy. Okay, even if I didn't say a word, just look at it. See that? Doing the most, right? Then we also have the honeymoon here, okay, which talks about a holiday. Okay, we also have the holiday card here as well. Here we have a suitcase. See that? So your future spouse is going to go all out, and maybe someone is going to say, oh, he's only trying to buy you. She's only trying to buy you. She's only trying to flex her money. Even though they're doing it because they love you, and their love language could be gift giving. But people are going to say, yeah, they're just bragging. No, it's their love language. See what I mean? So yeah, there could be a person, I feel like this could be happening either around Valentine's Day. So maybe your first Valentine's Day, listen. There could be an energy where on your first Valentine's Day with your true love and your future spouse, or again, this could also be someone's birthday, especially if your birthday is within the next 6 months, like within the next 6 months or before next February. Yeah, it could be maybe your birthday, or it could be their birthday, your future spouse's birthday, where they're going to do something extravagant. Yeah, so your future spouse is going to do something extravagant, or they're going to go all out, is what I'm picking up here. Okay, on your birthday or on their birthday. And yeah, someone is gonna, it's gonna trigger someone around you. Someone is gonna be pissed about it. Someone is gonna say like, yeah, this arrogant, cocky motherfucker, you know, who does he think he is? So I feel like almost as if one of your friends is not gonna like your future spouse, or one of your family members is not gonna like your future spouse. But again, they're insincere. Okay, so their criticism comes from jealousy, or their criticism comes from a very envious place. So it's not valid criticism, it's envious, or they speak from their own trauma and they try to project it onto you. They don't even give a chance to, they don't even give a person a chance to show who they are. They already have like a prejudice against that person before even getting to know them. So their judgment is not neutral. It's already biased from the get-go. See where I'm coming from? So that's what your spirit guides want you to know. There's something about there is a person that is gonna see, it's kind of like you are going to feel so happy, and you're going to be the center of attention, and you're going to feel like a princess, you're going to feel like a king, you know. Even if you are a guy, she's going to rub your feet, book a hotel or whatever. She could be kind of like feeding you grapes like a king, okay. And there's going to be someone is going to cry. Do you see that? Someone is going to feel like, someone is going to be so jealous, or someone is going to, it's going to hurt them a lot to see that you manifested true love when they always thought true love doesn't exist. I don't know. This is like a person, you cannot trust them with guidance, or you cannot trust them with advice because they're insincere, okay? They could even be saying you either choose me or this, or your future spouse. Like, you know, your future spouse is probably gonna have a name but maybe they're gonna say like, yeah, you either choose me or your future spouse. And your spirit guides want you to know this person is like, I don't know, something is not right with them. Something is not right with why they criticize your future spouse, or why they want you to break up with your future spouse, or something along those lines, okay? There's something weird, okay? This could even be a person who's gonna get jealous. They're gonna get so jealous that you spent a lot of time with your future spouse. Maybe they even have a crush on you, okay? And they're only noticing if they have a crush on you once you are in a relationship with your future spouse, and that's when they're going to start to work against your future spouse, or they're going to start to talk very badly about your future spouse so that you leave him or her, so that you can be their friend again, or that you're only there for them again, and not where your time or your affection is divided, okay? Let's get a few more cards. Let's look at what this is about, and then we're going to look at who this person is. Okay, for some of you guys, yeah, someone is going to try to like paint a picture of who your future spouse is, even though it's inaccurate, or it's not honest, or it was biased, okay, is what I'm picking up here. Something like that. For others of you, I feel like your spirit guides want you to know you might be meeting your future spouse on an online dating app. Pile number 3. Not for everybody, but every time I see this card, this is an online dating card for me with the Queen of Swords. Okay, so yeah, I feel like someone is going to get very triggered when you go on holiday with your future spouse, when you celebrate your birthday in a different country. This could be you guys might go on holiday on New Year's Eve, around Christmas, on your birthday, on their birthday, possibly on Valentine's Day. Okay, there's something about someone would try to ruin your vacation, or someone will yeah, someone would try to ruin your vacation is what I'm picking up here, by making you and your future spouse break up before the vacation happens. So someone is going to be so jealous that they wish that you guys break up before the vacation happens, because I don't know. Let's look at what this is, because I don't know what this is, okay? And we're going to look at who this person is. Okay, so you might have to come back to this reading around the time where you're being showered with gifts, or you go on a holiday with your future spouse, okay? Because I feel like they're going to surprise you with a vacation. Again, could be New Year's Eve, could be Christmas, could be Valentine's Day, could be your birthday, could be their birthday. Okay, but someone is gonna... Okay, let's see. Can you clarify someone is undependable and insincere? What is that energy about? Spirit guides, ancestors? Yeah. Okay. We have the Four of Wands here. Yeah, this could be happening at a gathering. You might have a fallout or a fight with a friend at a gathering. Okay, or at a party. I'm also... I heard Thanksgiving, but now it makes sense because it looks... To me, this looks like Thanksgiving, okay? What is that energy about? Someone is undependable and insincere. What is that energy about? Yeah, we have the Two of Cups here. Yeah, Five of Seas. Someone is going to feel like they have to compete with your future spouse for you. This could even be a friend who feels like they're losing you to a man. They're losing you to a woman. This could be a family member that feels like they're losing you to a man or a woman. Okay, they're going to feel like they have to compete. Someone is going to feel like threatened by your future spouse, almost as if your future spouse is very like charming or very, I don't know. Someone is going to have something against your future spouse, but for no goddamn reason, because they feel threatened by this person's success, or they feel threatened by how much time you spend with this person and you spend less time with them. Okay, so they're gonna say some shit. They're gonna pull some stuff out of their ass to make your future spouse look bad, or I don't know. I feel like there's gonna be a friendship that is gonna, I don't know. There might be a friendship that is not gonna last. Like, you meet your future spouse, but there could be one friendship or like one connection coming to an end because this person cannot stand to be around you when you're in love. It triggers them. Love triggers them. True love triggers them. A happy ending triggers them. Okay. Number 3, this whole energy of like someone telling you, oh, you cannot trust your future spouse, or kind of like, I don't know, your future spouse looks like an F-boy or like an F-girl or like a playboy, like a playgirl or whatever. It doesn't even have to be that deep that they're gonna develop like a big jealousy or whatever, and then you guys are gonna have a fight or a fallout. For some of you guys this can happen. For others of you it's not even that deep. It could just be kind of like trust your own guidance or trust your own intuition type of situation, where this person is gonna tell you don't go on a second date with them, or don't go on a date with them, or like don't invite them over or whatever, or something along those lines, or don't tell this person how you feel. Do you know what I mean? Kind of like a person wants to give you dating advice, but maybe they come from a very strategic or like cunning point of view instead of like being authentic and real and raw, And that's the vibe that is coming through here. Okay, so for some of you guys it doesn't even have to be that deep where you cannot trust this person, but you're gonna see, like, for some of you guys it's just like this person might even tell you, like, oh damn, I misjudged your girlfriend, I misjudged your boyfriend, like, but yeah, for others of you it could be a little bit more extreme, where this person is then gonna, I don't know, just switch up on you, change up on you, okay, is what I'm picking up here. Or something like that. Or your future spouse triggers them. I'm hearing the light in your future spouse triggers their demons. That's what I just heard, okay. Let's see. What is that? Someone is undependable and insincere here. Yeah, this could be happening at a family gathering, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, this could be happening at a family gathering. You guys could go out to do you like Asian food? Because for some reason I'm being brought to Korean barbecue, Asian cuisine is what I'm being brought to. Okay, or yeah, we're going to talk about who this person is in a second, but yeah, this could be happening at a gathering or at a party. Okay, so you're going to have a disagreement or a fallout with a friend. Again, we're going to talk about who this person is, because I don't know if it is a friend, but I'm just going to say, for example, like, you're going to have a fallout or a disagreement with a person about your future spouse. Okay, and I feel like you're going to choose your future spouse over this person, but just know this person was undependable and insincere. This person is, I don't know. Let's see what their problem is. What is this person's problem? Because I feel like you could feel like almost as if your future spouse is going to make your birthday the best birthday ever, or is going to make the Valentine's Day the best Valentine's Day ever. I'm telling you, you're gonna feel like a princess. You're gonna feel like a king or like a princess or like a queen on that day. And on that day is exactly where they get pissed. It's almost as if they like ruin the party, or they try to ruin the party, or they try to make you feel bad for being with your future spouse or something like that. I don't know what this is. Okay, let's see. Can you clarify someone is undependable and insincere? We have July. Oh my gosh. So this person that is undependable and insincere, maybe they were born in the month of July. Okay. Or this could be happening this July, maybe the next couple, something could be happening in the next couple of days. I don't know what that means. Okay, for some of you guys, not for everybody. For others of you, this person could be born in the month of July. Okay. Or we are in July right now, so this could be relevant 1 year from now for some of you guys. Okay, next July. It says, wish will not be granted, a distant friend is thinking of you. Okay. Firecracker and a dark man. Okay, so for some of you guys, this could be a masculine friend that you have, or a masculine family member or something like that, that is going to act up when you meet your true love and your future spouse, or like a masculine friend. Yeah, this could be like a dark man, a man with dark hair or dark eyes that is going to act up. Okay, or like a dark man that is born in the month of July, or this could be a man that you rejected in the month of July. I don't know what that is. Something about July. July is significant. I don't know, maybe your birthday is in July, like your birthday is in July, so maybe that's just a confirmation from your spirit guides. Okay, be a masculine who talks about like dating advice. I don't know what that is. Okay, this could even, let's see. Can you clarify someone is undependable and insincere? Okay, message of concern. Yeah, something about someone is insincere about a message of concern. Yeah, someone is going to say they're concerned about you, or like they worry about you, but that's not the real reason why they talk shit about your future spouse. Okay, so someone is going to fake that they're like worried about you, or someone is going to, I don't know, this is weird. This is a very weird energy. I hate being in energy like that. Let's see. Can you clarify someone is undependable and insincere? High honor. Yeah. This could even be a person that you look up to with the high honor, or this could be a person that is being, yeah, this could be a person that you look up to. So a person who is very successful in career, but they are not good at love. So they could be very good at manifesting friends. They could be very good at manifesting like milestones in their career, but love is their weakness. Like the topic love is their weakness. So when they see you thriving and shining in love, it's the only thing that they're not good at. So this could be like a wound that they have, like the topic love. See what I mean? And maybe they told themselves like true love doesn't exist. And that's how they found peace, and like, okay, true love doesn't exist, and that's why I failed at it, because it doesn't even exist. So when you have it, it's like it shows them that true love does exist, and then they get like salty all of a sudden, like this. It starts like a weird feeling inside of them, and you know, yeah, you know what I mean? Like for some of you guys, let's see, can you clarify someone is undependable and insincere? Yeah, courtship. Yeah, someone is gonna say that your future spouse cannot be trusted, even though they can be trusted, is what I'm trying to say here. Okay, let's look at who this person is. They might even be talking about, they might talk shit about your future spouse's education. Okay, they might say you deserve someone better than your future spouse, but your future spouse is the creme de la creme. They're like such a sweetheart. Okay. But they might say you deserve someone with a better job, you deserve someone with better education, is what I'm hearing. Okay. Something like that is what I'm picking up here. I'm also hearing you don't even know him, you don't even know her. So they might be saying like, why do you go on vacation with him? You don't even know him, you don't even know her, is what I'm hearing. Okay, or you know, like for example, you get engaged after 6 months. It triggers the shit out of this person. You don't even know them. You're like, what are you doing? Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm being brought to. What is this person's issue? What is this person's issue? What is this person's issue with pile number 3's true love and future spouse? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, what is this person's issue with pile number 3's future spouse? Yeah, I don't know, they just triggered, like they're triggered, like all of their old wounds about their old relationship are gonna come up. Okay, their old wounds are gonna, once you are in a connection, their old wounds from an old relationship, they didn't heal from an old relationship, and that's why they're still salty and still like, they suppressed some type of pain about an old relationship, and it's gonna come to the surface when you are in a connection. What is this person's problem with pile number 3's future spouse? We have the Queen of Swords. They could really not like that your future spouse is very honest and blunt. Okay. Your future spouse could be someone, your future spouse might actually say to you, hey, I don't like your friend, you know? And they have a point when they say that. When they say I don't like this person, they have a point here. I agree. The cards agree. Does that make sense? So they could be actually saying like, hey, I don't like your friend, or I feel like your friend doesn't like me. That's what maybe he or she's also gonna say, and they're right about it. It's true. They can feel that they're like disliked by this person. What is this person's issue though? Yeah, someone is gonna be triggered by your future spouse's confidence. They're gonna mistake your future spouse's confidence for being cocky, even though they're not cocky. Or your future spouse's self-love for arrogance, even though it's not arrogance. They might just really enjoy who they are. They really enjoy, they're very proud of their career or whatever. Okay. Yeah. Someone could be jealous that they're self-employed, or that they make a lot of money, or that they are like financially well off. Someone could be jealous of your future spouse's like, your future spouse might have more free time than other people. I don't know why. Or your future spouse could go on vacation a lot. Maybe they have the funds to go on vacation a lot, and that's why this person is going to be jealous. Okay. It's almost as if you manifest and meet your dream man and your dream woman, and this person is like, all of their shadows gonna come out. See what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. They're gonna be shocked. It's almost as if they didn't think this existed, or this only happens to a couple of us, but they didn't think that you would manifest such a man or such a woman, or they didn't think, it's almost as if you manifest like a fairy tale, but I like to say a fairy tale with twists and turns, because fairy tales always have twists and turns. They're never perfect, right? But they could feel like you manifested a fairy tale type of energy here. Okay. For some odd reason, my hand starts to hurt. I feel like my hands start to hurt here. Okay, yeah. I feel like this person's energy is going to become very toxic once you are in a relationship, or once your future spouse is like in your life, or when you get like this, when you get showered with gifts and with love, and once you announce that you go on vacation with your future spouse, their energy is going to get extremely toxic. I can feel it. Okay. I'm going to give you an example, okay? There was this one girl, every time she was pissed, because if you think about it, if you really want to read about it, just read a little bit about Nikola Tesla. But if you think about it, like, we have energy in our bodies, so much so that we can make a light bulb light up, right? So we have electricity in our body. We have energy and electricity in our body that is equivalent, or like yeah, that is equivalent to kind of like making 2 light bulbs light up, if I'm not mistaken. But please read about it, because I don't want you guys to quote me on that, okay? But we do have electricity in our body, which makes sense to me now. But back in the days, I didn't understand. I do remember she was in a relationship with a guy. I was there with my gay friend, visiting her with my gay friend, and she was there with her boyfriend. And there was a weird situation where she had a fight with her boyfriend, but I don't know, it was a very weird situation, because she wanted, oh, okay, for some of you guys, they could be in an unhappy marriage. So this person that is going to tell you, like, this person might tell you every man cheats, every woman cheats, you know, like, deal with it, or he is probably going to cheat soon, or I don't know, they're always cute in the beginning. Like, they're going to somehow put fear and anxiety into your brain, and your spirit guides are telling you don't listen to them, okay? But yeah, they could be in an unhappy relationship, and they could be realizing that they have settled for the wrong man, or they have settled for the wrong woman, or they are in the wrong relationship when they see what is happening with you. Maybe they settled for like convenience, like, oh, I'm just gonna take someone because they're financially well off, or because I'm bored, because I'm impatient. So when they see that you have like this burning passion, it's gonna trigger them. They're gonna realize that they're not happy with their boyfriend or their girlfriend, you know, and why do you have such a happy relationship and they don't? Anyway, so she wanted to like pretend that they didn't have a fight. She wanted to pretend this connection is perfect, and then she said something like, yeah, we're going to the cinema today, or something like that, and he didn't know about it. So she was lying to me. She was like trying to show me, hey, look, we're going to the cinema, and her boyfriend didn't know about it. So she pulled it out of her ass in the moment. And do you know what I mean? And my friend was also like, I don't know, she's acting kind of weird, and I don't know why she did that, because I don't know, I don't care if you like fight with your boyfriend or not. Like, you can be honest, you know, if it's going great or not. It's normal that you have a fight sometimes and stuff like that, you know. But on that day, I had like, every time I was close to her, I got like an electric shock. But it makes sense, because we carry electricity, and anger and frustration is an energy. It's a very strong energy. So I was close to her, and every time I was close to her, I got an electric shock, and that never happened. It never happened ever again, but it happened with her, you know. So you could start to feel like the energy is very intense and dense, or like very loaded when this person is around. But yeah, they could be just yeah, it could be just a wound. They didn't heal that wound. So seeing you that happy is not, they cannot handle it. Okay, let's see. What is this person's problem? What's going on? What is going to trigger them? Listen, look at that energy here. They're going to get triggered about how your future spouse is always holding your hand. Something about where your future spouse is always holding your hand. You might get engaged quite fast too. So you might get engaged with your future spouse quite fast, is what I'm picking up here. Maybe like within 6 months or whatever. Everything is gonna happen fast once you meet your future spouse. Okay. Yeah. Or something about how they're always holding your hand everywhere you go. They're going to get triggered by that because their boyfriend is not holding their hand all the time, or their girlfriend. Something about, they're going to notice that your future spouse is touching you all the time, like caressing you all the time, stroking your head all the time, you know. Yeah, something like that is what I'm picking up here. And this could be like happening in February. This could be happening on a holiday, where you're gonna go on a holiday with your future spouse, and that's when this is gonna happen. So you're gonna have a fallout with someone, okay, that cannot be trusted with dating advice, relationship advice, and everything that they say about your future spouse comes from a very like see, that's like the real reason, like they're, I don't know. Okay, so yeah, I think you're gonna say goodbye to one connection, or like one acquaintance, or maybe it's not even a big deal, I don't know, but there's one person that is leaving your life as you meet your true love and your future spouse. Okay, look at that, it says hidden secrets can harm you. This person could have been jealous of you for a long time, but you meeting your future spouse is the icing on the cake. Or yeah, maybe you have to take drastic measures because they're going to be out of control, their jealousy or whatever. Okay, I'm so sorry to be the bearer of the news, but yeah, it's almost as if your spirit guides are protecting your connection from this person. Okay, what is this person's problem though? Like, I don't understand it. Yeah, it says they could be feeling like you're not spending that much time with them anymore. It could be a friend. It says pleasure with a close friend. Okay, or they will feel this way. Yeah, it could be a younger man. They could also be jealous that you have a younger man, even though you're a little bit older for some of you guys. Okay, they could be starting to get jealous. Yeah, something I'm also hearing, like once your future spouse is gonna like talk about like, hey, leave your stuff at my place, or you know, it's almost as if when they realize that this man is really like honest with you, or that this man or this woman really wants you, that's when their jealousy is going to be out of control. In the beginning, they're going to tell you, this guy's a fuck boy, this guy's a fuck girl, you know, and they're not going to worry about it, okay? And then they realize, damn, that's a true gentleman, or this person's a true lady, and that's when they're going to be out of control. Okay, yeah, their attitude is going to change, their energy is going to change towards you. Okay, like I said, pile number 3, for some of you guys, it's not going to be that that deep, that whole situation. For others of you, or I feel like for a lot of you guys, it is going to be that deep, because your spirit guide just came through and they told me get a few more cards, and then the psychic attack card came out. So for some of you guys, this person's literally going to psychically attack your future spouse, okay? And you could be noticing that, or how you will know that your future spouse is being psychically attacked is because they're going to tell you that all of a sudden their hand is hurting, or they might have like an injury on their hand, or they might have an injury on their like shoulder. Like I'm being brought to shoulder, arm. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing shoulder, arm, hands, fingers. Something could be happening, okay, where they're going to tell you like they have like this pain since a few days or since a few weeks, okay? That's how you will know that your future spouse is under psychic attack by this person. Okay, something about their hand, because my hand started to hurt in your reading. And the funny part is, yesterday I got stung by a bee, okay? So they could get stung by a bee or something like that, okay? Or kind of like a very weird coincidence, or like a, you know, a very weird occurrence with a bee and them getting stung by a bee. Or again, like their arm hurting, their shoulder hurting, chronic pain. Or for example, they might tell you that they used to have like a lot of issues with their fingers, with their hand, with their arm, with their shoulder, but it has healed, and then when they are in a relationship with you, it's gonna start again. So they're gonna tell you, oh, my shoulder starts to hurt again, my arm starts to hurt again, my fingers start to hurt again. But it is because there is a person around you that is sending your future spouse a psychic attack. So for some of you guys, you will have to cut this person off, okay? Because their jealousy is out of control to the point where they, every time they see your future spouse, they send your future spouse negative energy, and it could come out in the form of like them having physical pain in their hand, their I keep wanting to say leg, okay? So this could be their leg, their arm, their hands, their shoulder, something like that, something like in this area. For others of you, this could also be an energy where you're going to know who this person is, because your heart is going to feel heavy every time you are around them, okay? So they could also be sending like negative energy to your heart or to your future spouse's heart. So that could be the reason why you feel like a pain in your heart even though nothing is wrong, or you feel like a very heavy energy even though nothing is wrong, okay? Something like that is what I'm picking up here. And you have to be careful, because this person could be giving you crocodile tears that they didn't mean something that they said, but your spirit guides want you to know this person cannot be trusted. So they might come to you and say, I'm sorry for saying this, I'm sorry for saying that, but it's crocodile tears, okay? They really kind of like this person has a very deep despise and a very deep hate for your future spouse, okay? I don't know why. Your future spouse might just be a mirror to them, and I feel like for some of you guys, they're not gonna learn, and you will have to cut them off. Okay, I got stung by a bee on my arm. So maybe this whole me getting stung by a bee on my arm could actually be because of you, like because of your future spouse, or because of like, you know, the your reading. Because sometimes when I lay cards, the cards come to life throughout the day, even though I'm not even filming. So yeah, something about the arm, because I got stung on my arm, okay, by a bee. Do you guys know that one meme? I got stung by a bee, and then I got stung by a bee. Okay, but yeah, you guys remember, right? This is like the ex-wife. Oh, this could be someone's ex-wife or ex-husband, okay? Because Johnny Depp went to court, right? With I forgot her freaking name, but she was like using crocodile tears, right, in court, and she was actually abusing Johnny Depp, but she wanted to turn it around and make it look like he abused her. So this person could have the energy of Johnny Depp's ex-wife. This whole big thing. You guys remember that whole big court type of situation, right, where the divorce was kind of like public, okay? So this person could be going through a divorce. They could be a divorcee. This could be someone's ex-wife or ex-husband, where you have to make sure that your ex-wife or ex-husband is not too close to your future spouse or doesn't see your future spouse that often, because every time they do, they send your future spouse like negative energy. Okay, for some of you guys, this could also be happening with their eyes, something about where they will all of a sudden have like an allergic reaction, and it somehow causes like their eyes to be swollen. Something about it's going to be physically like visible that someone is sending shit ass energy to your future spouse. Okay, but yeah, this person could have the energy of, I have forgot her freaking name, the ex-wife of Johnny Depp, who was like super abusive and like could like watch their divorce like online live and stuff like that. That could be the vibe that is surrounding this person who is insincere. Okay, let's get it. Yes, now let's look at who this person is. Okay, now let's look at who this person is. What are the initials of this person that is unsincere or undependable or shouldn't be trusted with advice for pile number 3? Their name could start with an N, as in Nancy. Or maybe your name could start with an N, as in Nancy. But I feel like the other person's name could also start with an N, as in Nancy. What is this person's initials? We have an E here. So Emily, Eve. Okay, Enrico is what I'm hearing, or like something with a, their name could start with an E. Okay, or your names could start with an E too. Who's this person that is gonna become, well, who's gonna change? They're basically someone who's gonna change up on you. Who's gonna change up on pile number 3 once they are C? So this person's name could start with a C. Okay, this person's name could start with an R. Okay. Oh, for some of you guys, I feel like someone around you is also going to show that they're actually like racist. Your future spouse could come from a different country, and this person is going to make a racist comment about your future spouse, and they're going to say they didn't mean it like that, but they actually did. Yeah, this could be a person who is racist, but they're closeted. Like nobody knows that they're racist or something like that. Yeah, I'm hearing. For some of you guys, it could be like this person is going to show that they're racist. Okay. Which is interesting because Monica is from India and her boyfriend is Irish, I think. Okay. So, you know, it makes sense. Let's see. What are this person's initials that pile number 3 shouldn't trust? Again, you might have to come back to this reading. We have a J here. So this person's name could be J. I don't know. Junior. Something with a J. Janice, Jeanette, I don't know. Okay, we also have an X here, so maybe Xavier or something with an X. One nice card. And we have an F here, so Feline, Frida, I don't know. I'm not good at like, you know certain tarot readers are really very good at like picking up names and stuff like that. That's not my strong point, or like that's not my strong, do you say strong suit? Like that's not my strength to pick up names. Okay, let's see who this person is though. Okay, let's get a few cards. Who is this person that is gonna be against pile number 3's true love and future spouse? Well, you just shouldn't take advice from this person, or kind of like where, yeah, I don't know. Okay, but yeah, we have here sorrow over great personal sorrow. So yeah, I don't know. Let's see what is gonna happen. This person could have long or unique nails. Okay. This person could work with numbers. I don't know if they work in IT. They could be working with money. They could be an accountant. They could be working at a bank. Okay, they could be managing someone's money. See, someone's boyfriend or girlfriend. They already are in a relationship. I'm telling you, this is a person who's going to realize how unhappy they are in a relationship once they see you and your future spouse. And they're going to start to say stuff about your future spouse that is not true, or they're gonna say stuff about your future spouse that is like, I don't know, like unnecessary criticism. They're gonna criticize your future spouse for things that are like, I don't know, they're gonna call this person a narcissist even though your future spouse is not a narcissist. They're gonna call them arrogant even though they're not arrogant, something like that. Okay, so yeah, it says someone's boyfriend, girlfriend. Okay, so This could be a person that already is in a relationship that is gonna try to tell you, oh, that's how you make it work, or that's how you do this and that's how you do that, but their relationship is like loveless, or behind the scenes their relationship is not going great and they want to give you advice about how to make a relationship work. Okay, this could also be someone's boyfriend or girlfriend. So so this could also be someone's boyfriend or girlfriend. Like maybe your friend has a boyfriend or girlfriend, and that boyfriend or girlfriend is like jealous of your future spouse, and then there's gonna be like her boyfriend is gonna have a fight with your boyfriend. There could be like an altercation, if that makes sense. Okay, but her boyfriend is at fault, or her girlfriend is at fault, or his girlfriend. Okay, we have here next Sunday, so I don't know, you might know by next Sunday who this person is, or something could be happening on a Sunday, or this could be a person that you're going to meet next Sunday that I'm talking about here. Who is this person that is like going to be against pile number 3's future spouse, or is going to talk shit about pile number 3's future spouse? We have here, they wear braids or dreadlocks. So this could be a person that wears braids or dreadlocks. Okay, or maybe you do. Yeah, this person is a hopeless romantic, but they stopped believing in fairy tales, so they settled for someone that they don't love. And then you have this fairy tale love story, and they're gonna be so, it's gonna hurt them so much, and I don't know if they can overcome their shadow. Okay, so they could like to wear braids or like dreadlocks, or they could like to, yeah, to wear their hair in like in a ponytail, but like braids on both sides. It says a person from the past you're not, wait, it says a person from the past you're meant to meet again. Okay, listen, fathers of your future spouse could be a person from the past that you're meant to meet again. I am not talking about an abusive, toxic motherfucker that put you in a third-party situation that took all your money from your bank account. Not what I'm talking about, okay? But this could be a person that you're, almost as if your future spouse is a person that you're meeting again from the past, and this person's going to be like, oh, you know, like, don't take him back, or don't give him a chance, or like something like that, okay? Or this could be a person that you recently reconciled with. Okay, so you haven't seen each other in a while and you recently reconciled with them. That could be the person who's gonna turn on you, or something like that. Let's see. Who's this person that cannot be trusted with advice? What's going on here? It says you met them at a party. So this could be a person that you met at a party. Maybe you became friends with this person at a party a couple of years ago, or you party a lot with this person, or you used to party a lot with this person. This could also be a person with a nice or long beard. So for a lot of you guys, it could be masculine. Okay. This could even be an energy where someone's boyfriend or girlfriend has a crush on you. Oh no. I pick it up. Anyway, one more. Who's this person that cannot be trusted? Okay. They have an accent, so this could be a person that has an accent. Okay. This could also be a person that is light feminine or light masculine, meaning like they like to wear light clothing. They like to wear white, beige, something about where their aura, like the way that they dress, seems to be very light. Maybe like polo shirts and white and beige, or maybe like their baseball cap is beige, white, something about where their aura, the way that they dress could be very light colors. This could also be a person that is very preppy. They could be arrogant, they could be preppy, they could be like, you know, like smooth skin, nice watch, like they could be a little bit white picket fence. Oh yeah, this is a situation where someone wishes for a white picket fence type of relationship, but behind the scenes it is fake. So it only looks good from the outside, but behind the scenes it's fake. But with you, your connection maybe looks messy from the outside, but on the inside it's such a deep, soulful love that people crave. But maybe the way that you meet, we talked about it, right, is untraditional. So maybe the way they met is traditional. They could be in this traditional tread wife, tread husband type of vibe. They could have this beige, white, polo shirt-esque aesthetic. Okay, it's almost as if like they want to be a perfect couple, but then they feel like you are the perfect couple. So this could even be like couple revivery. This is such a weird ass energy, but I'm picking up like a couple revivery where they want to be like the perfect couple, but they're going to see that you are the soulful like love story that they want to present out into the world. I have no idea what the hell that means, okay? It might not make sense to you right now. Okay, let's see. Who is this person? So they could be light feminine, light masculine, okay? So they could look like Barbie and Ken. They could look super preppy. They could have perfect anniversary pictures or something like that. Or they could be like tread wife, tread husband-esque, like, or like something like that, okay? Okay. Who's this person that pile number 3 shouldn't take advice from? And this could be happening on your birthday. This could be happening on Valentine's Day because your future spouse is going to go all out. You guys are going to go on vacation. They're going to buy flowers for you. They're going to prepare the room for you with balloons and rose petals and stuff like that. And like tea. They might cook for you. They might like bake for you. Okay. They could be surprising you with a vacation. They could be preparing a hotel room is what I'm picking up here too. Okay, yeah, you guys could have a promise ring very early on. Okay, it says someone with long or longer hair. So whoever this person is, it's someone with long or longer hair. This could even be a masculine with longer hair. One last card. Who is this person? A lone wolf. Okay, so this could be a person that is a loner or a lone wolf, and they could be very jealous of like how your future spouse has a lot of friends, or how your future spouse, almost as if your future spouse is liked by everybody, so they want to stand out in the crowd by not liking your future spouse. It's a very weird toxic energy here, kind of like almost as if your future spouse is everybody's darling and they don't like people that are everybody's darling. See what I mean? Okay. Let's get a few more cards. Who is this person that pile number 3 this cannot trust? Okay, so this could be a young female too. She could look like that. She could have curly hair, red hair. She could dress like that or look like that, okay? I don't know why I pick up like a couple, you know, like fighting over who's the better couple. What the fuck is that? I don't know. I'm not, like, who has time for that? I don't know. So it's almost as if they came together in order to look like the perfect couple. They both decided, let's go, like, I don't know, because they always wanted to be like this couple goals. Yeah, they wanted to be couple goals. Okay, but then everybody's looking at your connection like couple goals. See? Okay, so they could have been like the couple that everybody looks at. Let's say, for example, you are in a friend circle or in a family gathering and everybody's like, oh, Tina and James, they're like the perfect couple. But once you come together with your future spouse, everybody's going to talk about how you are the perfect couple, or how you are like perfect for each other or something like that. And that's when the jealousy is going to start creeping in. Some weird ass shit. Who has time for that? I don't understand it. Let's see. Who's this person that cannot be trusted? We have your dating queen. Yeah, someone is going to tell you like, hey, I know how to get a man, I know how to get a woman, but they're going to give you advice that actually pushes your future spouse away from you, okay? Your future spouse is going to be like, dang, what is going on with you? Why do you act like that? But you act like that because you took on this dating queen's advice, okay? So don't take her advice, especially when it comes to how you should act, what you should wear. Don't. Be yourself. Don't take her advice. Okay, so this could be a dating queen. Like, she could be telling you how she's good at like, yeah, she could be telling you how she's good at like, or she could be trying to tell you what true love really is, even though she's not even truly in love with her own partner. But she could be trying to tell you what true love really is, or how you know when something is true love. But I don't know, it's weird, very weird energy here. Yeah, work. For some of you guys, it could be a coworker, or yeah, a coworker or a colleague is gonna start to act up, or you used to work with this person, or you still work with this person. Okay, one last card. Who is this person? The pile number. This person has a child or children. So whoever this person is, they could already have a child or children. One more. They could drive a white car. Maybe their boyfriend or their girlfriend drives a white car, or they drive a white car. Okay, we also have here, oh, they have problems at work. So this person could have problems at work right now, or they will have problems at work around the time when you are in love with your future spouse and stuff like that. Yeah, something like that. Okay, this could also be a person who is bisexual, not for all of you guys. Okay, let me see what else is coming through here. Okay, now that's what your spirit guides want you to know, probably because it's gonna be relevant very soon. Okay, so someone is going to say that your future spouse being romantic, or your future spouse buying you gifts, or your future spouse wanting to go on vacation with you is for the wrong reasons, or they're doing it for the wrong reasons, or they want to buy you, or they are like not to be trusted. Someone is going to say your future spouse cannot be trusted, even though it's them that cannot be trusted. To keep it like short and simple. Okay, for some of you guys, I also pick up, do you have dogs? Okay, this person could have dogs, or you have dogs, or something about walking the dog. I don't know what that means. Maybe someone is walking their dog right now. I don't know. And I also don't know why the freaking July card is here. What the hell is that about? So this could be 1 year from now. This is going to be relevant, or this is going to be relevant, or this is relevant the next couple of days since we are in July. Did you recently met someone and you think they are your future spouse, and then a friend of yours told you this person is a red flag? Okay. So maybe there could be some type of revelation coming to you in July, that someone cannot be trusted. Maybe you met someone and you think they are the one, but you're insecure about it because someone told you, no, that's a red flag or whatever. I don't know, for some of you guys, not for all of you, of course. Okay. Yeah, it's almost this energy here. Look at that. Okay, for others of you, listen. For others of you, a different scenario. For others of you, you met someone this July, or you will meet someone in the next couple of days. And you will not, and I highlight it because that's the important part, you will not feel a spark. So they might look good on paper, your friends are going to be like, damn, he's cute, damn, she's this, damn, he's that, damn, she's this. You're not going to feel a spark. And then your friends might tell you, you cannot, like, this is the creme de la creme, take him, take her, you're not going to find anything better. And your spirit guides want you to know, don't settle for less. You will feel a spark with your future spouse. If you don't feel a spark, they might not be it. So you might actually, you might have met someone in July, or you will meet someone the next couple of days, and you're gonna feel like, but I don't feel a spark. It looks good, but I don't feel a spark. And maybe your friends are gonna tell you, take her, take him. You know, like because it's like they fancy the guy, you don't. But they're gonna tell you, no, you need to take him. Kind of like where they vicariously live through you, where they want you to be with this man or this woman because they fancy this man or this woman, but you don't. And your spirit guides are telling you, I'm hearing, fuck normal, I want magic. Okay, so don't be tempted to settle for less. Just because they look good, just because they have a six-pack, or just because they have nice boobs or whatever, if you don't feel a spark. Okay, the important part is that you feel a spark. There must be a spark. There must, because Monica also said, like, the reason why she went on a date with him is because she trusted the spark that she felt initially in the first conversation. Okay, pie number 3, we're gonna go to the extended now. I don't know what we're gonna look at. Okay, we're gonna just dive a little bit deeper into your connection. Okay, we might look at what your future spouse is doing. I'm not sure. We're just gonna see. We're just gonna vibe and see what your spirit guides want you to know. Okay, so if you are interested in that, okay, the link is gonna be down in the description box. And if not, I'm going to see you in my next one, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye.